I'm not doing that because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been quacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of fucking iceholes like yourselves.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the dicks in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh, my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you, Larry.
Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine. 1, 2, 3, Transformers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast.
Basement Benchwarmers Podcast, the Tuesday night version of it, live on Facebook, YouTube, his tube, her tube.
Tubular.
Hey!
Like that?
Once again, we're back all together again. No Glenn. I don't know if Glenn's not by. Maybe he is.
Who's Glenn?
We have Eric, Ed, and Willie here tonight. Another show for the faithful listeners of the podcast and watchers.
Both of them.
On live. Watch. I said watcher and listener. That's why I said it.
There's 4.
So let's start off like I always do the show. Ed, how was your week?
Oh, me? It's the first time you ever asked me. Actually, I spent the weekend looking for a new flag. Supposedly, when, if you use math, about 0% of the U.S. population doesn't like our current flag, which stands for freedom and the ideals that make this the greatest country in the world. In the history of the solar system, even. That's the only good country I know so far. And
there's so many though.
I know, maybe Jupiter's got a couple, but yeah, I mean, I think it's past time we start showing these people the door to the country, and there's no wall holding them in. We know that it's like a sieve down there. You know what I say? We take all the immigrants that want to come into this country and just have a little slice of the pie we have, and kick out people like Macy Gray and these rich elitists that don't like America. Sorry, I went off on a little bit of a rant there.
It was a weird little.
It was a weird weekend you had.
Yeah, I don't know. You and Macy Gray.
Yeah, she's all over the place.
How, I got a question before I get to Eric and Willie. How was Macy Gray? I think she's a horrible singer. She has such a terrible voice. It's like chalkboard, nails on a chalkboard.
What was the song that she had?
Yeah.
And she was in.
It goes, yeah.
She was in the movie
Crash Test Dummies, I think.
She was in the movie Training Day. She had this small role where she's like, "You cops are drunk," and just a dumb How did she ever get to be popular? Who died and gave her a voice?
Obviously, it wasn't me. I don't even know who she is.
Yeah, Macy Gray. You brought her up.
I saw it on.
You must be a gray head.
I saw it on the television. I'm a gray head.
Wouldn't it be funny if one of these weeks,
Eric's a gray head.
Ed just went like this. Yeah, I had a pretty good weekend. I cut the grass and I just, I sat around and drank beer and.
Oh, I did that too.
Oh, okay.
I had steaks too.
That's boring part of the weekend. That's the boring part of the weekend. Where'd you get them from?
We actually got Costco, but they were ribeyes.
Nice.
We had to get like 8. We had a lot of people over.
Oh.
No, these are my friends.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I didn't call you guys.
Okay.
We're just business associates.
We split this evenly here. All 17 cents is split evenly.
We really hate we're like the Beatles. Did the Beatles hate each other?
You're like the one that was
Sex
kicked
in the
out.
City.
You're like
we're
Pete.
like the girls from Sex in the City. They all hated
Pete
each other.
Best. Was that his name? Got kicked out of the
Pete
Beatles?
Best.
You're like
Yes.
Pete Best. Just a warning.
Last week you said that about Willie.
That was a warning.
Friday is actually International Beatles Day, now that we brought up the Beatles. So I'm getting pretty fired up about that. So
cool. Okay.
What'd
you do this weekend?
I grilled meat, played a little golf.
And he made some steaks in the grill.
Went to some soccer games, watched the Bucks beat the Nets, then move on to the next round. So,
jeez, my story was way better.
Great weekend. I'm glad Willie's here.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Yes.
But I had a great weekend.
Oh, let's hear about it.
Mine started on Thursday night. Went and watched Bradford beat Indian Trail. Good soccer game. And then Bradford went on to beat Muskego. And now they're in the state.
Friend of the show, Scott Wolf, coaches on the Bradford Red Devils, and the ladies are at state now, are going to be at state this week. Congratulations to Bradford.
That's awesome.
Only high school sports team in Kenosha left in the playoffs. The Bradford Red Devils. Trevor got knocked out today or yesterday.
Yeah, that didn't take long.
No. Indian Trail was knocked out within the first 3 hours of the tournament, and Indian Trail soccer got knocked out, and so did St. Joe's. Surprisingly lost by St. Joe's, not making it. They got beat 1-0, and they're one step away from state. So St. Joe's girls missed it also.
That's a tough
St. Joe's
loss.
boys. Well, I'm not sure. The boys, did they make it or no? I could be wrong.
I don't know. The girls got eliminated.
I don't know about St. Joe's baseball. The boys baseball. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. They're a pretty good team too right now. So I'm not sure if they got past. I didn't look that up. That was my fault. So I'm sorry, Willie. Finish your weekend.
That's fine. And then let's see. Friday did a little golfing or drinking, and then we golfed.
Golf got in the way of the drinking.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
that'll happen.
That was a good time. And then went in softball tournament this weekend up in Fond du Lac.
Did you win?
We did.
Yeah, the 1-1 bracket we won.
Did you really?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we brought home the trophy.
And you guys actually played on the team?
Yeah, we were on the team. Yes.
Like we're on the
He
team.
played.
I played.
I coached first.
I hurt my calf.
You coached first?
Did you
Okay.
really?
Yeah, first game on Sunday, I hurt my calf first at bat. So
Trying to bend over and touch your calf.
I dropped my hot dog. And I just fell down and ate off the ground.
It takes an organization to win a championship.
Well, it did.
You guys
It
were
did.
really part of it. That's
He
great.
just banged the drum of the outfield for us.
Yeah.
The garbage can.
He banged something, I'll tell you.
Oh, here comes the curveball.
A couple of those guys did have a curveball.
Yeah.
And then what else did we do? I watched Drunk People.
Watched them.
Yeah,
We watched Drunk People.
You know,
were you sober? Were you sober when you watched Drunk People?
I was more sober than they were.
Yeah. Hot Stove Hop was hot mess hop for a couple hours. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything else.
Is he viewing right now?
That all goes through our grave with us. It was nothing bad. He just had a good time.
No, he
had a good
great time.
He drank. You know what? You guys will be impressed with this. He drank like a third of a bottle of Malort in like 20 minutes.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Like we just drank it out of the bottle?
With like bubble. Yeah.
My God.
It was impressive and scary all at the same time.
Like a horror movie.
Yeah.
A good one.
I was like, it's like a car accident. I couldn't stop looking. I'm like, I look at, oh my God.
Oh.
So
his weekend probably was
hop. That's not cool.
That is not cool.
You know what? It's part of life, man. We all drank.
Absolutely.
If you guys have watched TV lately, there's going to be stuff leaks out slowly.
Yeah.
Years later, stuff gets out.
Well, it gets out now, Hop. You can be president. It's been out. It's done.
Hop's just a kid anyway, right? He's just in his 20s or he's just a young kid.
He's 27, I think. 27.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
So no, besides that, it was a fun weekend.
Great weekend.
Time,
Great weekend.
Oh, it was not besides that. It was a fun weekend overall. It was a great weekend.
Yeah.
We had a good time. Good group of guys. For our buddy Blade, we go up all of us together. So did a little, like Willie said, a 20-man. We had 20 men, 5 groups of 20 men, little golf outing on Friday. And then we played softball and came home on Sunday. It was a nice tournament. Ended like by 2:00. It was perfect.
Yeah.
We were home by 6 after eating and everything. So it was a good time.
Got to see John Rahm win the U.S. Open.
Yeah, got home in time to watch John Rahm finish it up. Yeah, we'll talk about John.
Somebody here called that.
Was that you?
Yes, it was.
John Rahm. Who picked
Wait,
John
you
Rahm?
went out on a limb and
see.
picked the favorite?
I picked him because he was pissed off for getting screwed over in the previous tournament.
That was a great. That was a great pick.
John Rahm was Ed. I had DeChambeau, who had a terrible back nine in tournament.
He shot a 44.
It looked like me playing at Pets.
That's like a golf league score. Yeah.
My dad comes.
Who picked Tiger Woods for me?
My dad comes over and he's like, "You're watching golf?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's awesome to watch."
U.S. Open, man. It's the
and
best
we watched.
tournament.
He sat down with me. He goes, "Oh man, it's like you can see everything." And DeChambeau proceeded to hit the ball in the rough like 11 straight shots. And he goes, none of these guys have made a shot since we started watching.
It's a tough course.
The back nine was tough.
We were at it was like 10, 11, 12 we were watching, and it was just brutal.
Yeah, it was a tough back nine.
That's that tournament though. They set it up that way, especially the last day.
Yeah.
So for tonight, we got the beer of the week. We already know.
No, where am I?
Nowhere now. Ed, you got a shower stall?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
Oh, we'll see.
I think I wrote
our
something.
fan poll today. Put it up earlier today, and it got a lot of responses.
Oh yeah, I wrote one.
Okay, good. We got a shower stall. Our
Yay.
fan poll today is: you name an album you listen to without skipping a track. So you go from front to. You go from A side to B side without
You almost
stopping.
said front to back.
Front
didn't
to
you?
back, yeah. Whatever. I don't know.
That's a Kinks album.
That's like, there you go. Snake Draft tonight is 80s slang terms. Also, our Mount Rushmore night is in the NFL. And we're going with the NFC South tonight. And then we have the Rumble. Erickson has a topic for us tonight, and he's going to decide who is going to fight it out with his topic. We'll get to that in a little bit. I'm going to talk about Girl Scout cookies. We'll get to that in a little bit too. Also, MLB talk, NBA playoff talk with the Bucks advancing, as Eric said. And let's start off with the PGA. John Rahm winning at the PGA. I'm U.S. Open. I keep flipping them now. The U.S. Open. John Rahm, only the fourth man in history to birdie out of the U.S. Open. Watson, Nicholas, and I knew the third one. Watson, Nicholas, and Palmer.
Woods did.
Palmer. It was all. It was Palmer. It was all guys that
You
were
said birdie for the U.S.
birdie
Open.
to finish it. To finish and maybe just finish and win. Maybe.
Sure.
But it was all three.
But specifically U.S. Open.
It was, I believe it couldn't be every tournament.
Because Phil did it. Masters.
It couldn't be every tournament because I'm sure there'd be more than just four guys.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's why I caught it. But yeah, I think it was U.S. Open. Maybe
sounds right.
And maybe it was just Torrey Pines.
It might be.
It could be U.S. Open though.
Yeah,
it really could
but
because that's
when he named the names,
up.
it was three vintage Hall of Fame guys. I think it was Palmer, Nicholas, and Watson. I believe. Will you checking it for me?
Sounds right.
Yeah, take me an hour.
Well, Watson had that classic finish. I mean,
But John Rahm just built. Seems like a great guy. I like the way he plays the game. A Spaniard, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Phil Mickelson stuck around, hung out for him.
Yeah, good dude.
Yeah,
Phil.
I like to see Phil do that. He had to get a tough couple days, but it is what it is. And St. Joe's won their first sectional game 20-4 and are winning their second game 4-3 in the fifth inning. So they might be on their way to moving on state. So good for them. St. Joe's,
that's
awesome.
That's good.
That's boys baseball. They're a solid team.
Yep. So the other thing is with that, John. I mean, just incredible what he did. Me and Eric texted back and forth a little bit, a couple times, nothing crazy, and I was kind of rooting for Louis Oosthuizen a little bit, just because he's just that guy that you don't really know. He's just a good golfer.
He's the everyman too.
John Rahm's gonna have his days.
Yeah.
You can just tell he's gonna have his days. But Louis Oosthuizen, it's almost getting to the point where he needs to win. I like to see him win. And it was so uncharacteristic of him when he went and out of bounds on the 17th. It really was.
Yeah, that was a weird play.
It killed him. It was over. Once he did that, it was over. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to see an African guy win.
I like this.
He has won a major.
He's won
a British Open.
I like him.
He's a good dude. And that's the reputation.
He's plays,
and he's kind of like the everyman.
Yeah, he just plays the game.
I pick him every time.
But he hits him straight.
I know you love his name.
I love Louis Oosthuizen.
He just hits him straight. Will he?
I like the split in his teeth.
Yeah, that's right. And that's cool too.
Louis Strahan,
part of his brand.
His David Letterman.
He does look like a little David Letterman.
A little bit.
You know what he looks like to me? Remember, wasn't it what cartoon? Do you ever see the Christmas cartoon? 'Twas the night before. 'Twas the night. It was called. It was in the mice messes with the clock, and it changes the time so Santa doesn't come for Christmas because the clock doesn't ding. He doesn't know to come to town. The character in this movie, the cartoon character, looks like Louis Oosthuizen. So I'll show you guys later. Just remind me. Okay, go ahead, Willie.
And, you were talking about John Rahm. So ESPN stats and info. There have been 4 major winners since 2000 that birdied 17 and 18 in the final round. Woods in 2000 PGA.
It was the U.S. Open then.
Oh, okay.
It was just U.S. Open. I guarantee it was
okay.
Woods, because when they were saying Amazon, it's going to be Woods.
And this was since 2000.
What was the 3 guys?
So, and then Schwartzel, the 2011 Masters, Mickelson, the 2013 Open, and John Rahm.
It was the U.S. Open then, I believe. It was straight U.S. Open.
Okay.
And those guys, any of those guys, U.S. Open guys, are all PGA, all different stuff.
Different ones.
See, it's a U.S. Open only had.
Yeah, and it was all old guys.
It's gonna be. Yep. Because the U.S. Open, although it wasn't hard to breed the last hole.
Willie just said though those are the 4 guys.
4 winners since 2000.
Since 2000.
17, 18.
But you said ever.
Yeah, but
in the final round,
you were naming Watson and Nicholas. And
only
Palmer.
one guy. Only one guy was U.S. Open, and that's John Rahm.
Yeah,
like you said, I think they're all.
Then
US
that's got to be the.
Yeah.
That's got to be the stat.
But it was incredible.
Those putts were not easy.
But
did you watch them? He really had them strategized, because if he would have missed, the one would have went way past the hole. He had it right on. just the pace and everything was just perfect.
Yeah, it was a nice win, and I think John Rahm's going to be. How old is John Rahm?
He's got to be late 20s. He's been around for a bit.
I think it's gonna. He's a new. He was a new thing. I think.
Well, here's a good top.
He's been competitive the last 3 months, and he should have won at the Memorial. Was it Memorial that he got kicked out?
Yeah, he was up by 8 strokes. But here's a good, just a quick topic. He probably was the best player in the world to not win a major, and then now he just did it. So now who's that next guy? Who's the best player in the world to not win a major? In your opinions? I mean, now you guys watch a little bit of golf.
I'm thinking every guy I think of has won. Oh, how about has Koepka won one?
Yeah.
Koepka's won like.
How about DeChambeau?
He won last year's U.S. Open.
Then I'm out of him.
Okay,
that's I was thinking. One of those young guys, Justin Thomas, Dustin
Thomas has won.
Yeah,
Dustin Johnson has.
Oh yeah, he's won a couple.
Yeah, I mean all those.
Willie, do you?
I was going to say, Ed's favorite, Xander Schauffele.
Schauffele, there you go. That might be a good one. Schauffele. Ricky Fowler has not won.
Ricky Fowler's a major. He's falling off the edge now.
The guy that always sticks out to me, and I think he's in his 40s, deep into his 40s, is Lee Westwood. Has never won a major, and he's probably finished second. Like,
how about more?
Hop through off Schauffele and Finau. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Yeah,
I said more.
Those are good ones.
What about Morikawa?
Morikawa just won the PGA Championship last year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
trying to think it.
You're like 0 for 5 right now.
I know. I'm not doing good either.
Yeah,
there's not many.
I got Schluffle because
Schauffele's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I know. Willie said it for me.
Yes, it's a Schauffele. Fowler has been going backwards the last couple of years.
Well, he didn't even play the U.S. He didn't play the U.S. Open. He didn't qualify.
Yeah, he didn't qualify. That's right.
Yeah.
You're saying the next guy to win. So
just the best player in the world to not win. Hop knows.
Finau.
Yeah, Hop knows.
I think that's a good
player.
Pick.
It's a good one. Yeah, I think Hop watches a little bit of golf.
I don't know if he plays. Does Hop golf?
Yeah, I golf. Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
We've golfed a couple times. Yeah, it's a good time. We had a good time.
He plays golf and drinks Malort.
I know he was a baseball guy back in the day. That's what I heard.
You heard it? You heard Hop played a little ball?
Yeah.
From him?
Little ball.
No, he doesn't talk about it much.
No.
You gotta squeeze it out of him.
He doesn't seem like a baseball guy at all, really. Hop. Should we keep talking about it and see what happens here? Let's see where it goes. There's only 3 viewers anyway.
He just turned us off.
Look, Eric turns and looks at me. He's like, it was great.
Anywho, what's the next topic?
Why don't we talk real quick? Last night, we'll talk about baseball a little bit, but last night,
something happened last night.
Javi Baez gets benched for messing up how many outs there are. Quick question for you guys is this: do you think he deserves to be benched?
Well, weren't they getting?
It was early in the game. I mean, it was like, I want to say it was like in the first couple innings, and it wasn't close still. So, just tell me what you guys think. Go ahead. If you guys think he should have been benched.
I don't. You don't know the whole story. I'm guessing something happened behind the scenes.
He after he came off the field, he got benched.
Did Ross light him up and say
He was talking to him, but they showed it, and then
So what was the situation? How did he not know?
He was on first. Rizzo hit a fly ball, and he just ran. He thought there was 2 outs.
Oh yeah, he got doubled
up.
Horrible.
And he got doubled up.
You could have turned at the first base coach and go, how many outs? Or looked at the little scoreboards up on those little edges up there. They tell the outs.
They have those at Wrigley.
And then there's this big scoreboard out there, and then the green one also says it too.
Yeah.
Pretty much he probably could ask the first baseman, how many outs are there?
Do you think he got deked?
No, he's out of control.
Maybe the shortstop went down like he had the ball on him. I don't know.
What?
Well,
that's what she said.
No, but you know what I'm saying? They've done that. Players done that before. They've deked players.
He makes millions of dollars playing baseball. He's played the game his whole life.
He should know better.
He should know better.
That's horrible.
He should have been benched. That's my answer.
That's pretty bad.
I'm sure he seems like a righteous guy. He's
He's
probably
a righteous dude.
Right.
Yeah, he went to the dugout. He kind of gave it like just shrugged and went down to the dugout. Didn't look like almost like his shrug was like, okay, yeah, I get it. So, oh, that's not good. What's this? Someone's calling me right now. So
it's probably Hop.
No. So yeah, Baez gets benched last night. I'm guessing he's back in the lineup tonight. That's my guess. That's my guess. Probably. I'm sure it wasn't a life sentence for him. So
I'm hoping so because we got Hendricks. Is Hendricks going tonight? Yeah.
Yes, Hendricks is
Yeah,
going.
Hendricks.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm,
Yep.
I'm hoping for a win tonight.
So a couple other things happened this week. Tyler Glasgow came out and playing Major League Baseball for taking away his sticky stuff. That's why his elbow blew out.
Oh, I love it.
That's not going to hold much water.
What?
He should be
You
benched.
won't let us cheat.
He should be benched.
He's out. Well, he's out. He's out for the year and more probably.
But he actually blamed baseball.
Yeah.
That's
He
great.
came out, was mad at baseball, and a couple players come out. Yeah. Well, what?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
He played his cards. Told him, hey, yeah, I am cheating.
Yeah. So exactly.
And I don't know.
He
if there's
showed
a-
his hand. Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
What was the other thing I saw about that too? Another player said, I can't remember what they said, but God, who was it? They asked him. Were we talking about this? Someone was talking to me about this. Did we talk about this last week on the show? They asked the player. Well, you tell me, Willie. They asked the player if you use spider tag, and you told me this, right?
I believe so.
And he says something like, "What player was it?" He was a good pitcher. He's a good pitcher, and he goes, "Well," and he like just didn't answer it. Almost like, yeah, okay, you did.
I take the fifth.
Guilty.
Well, learn from Rafael Palmeiro and Sammy Sosa. Don't say you did it. Just don't say anything.
Wasn't Garrett Cole?
I don't know if it was Garrett. I can't remember who it was, but so, and also another little story out there. We'll move on. We'll go back to baseball a little bit. Charles Barkley is leaving TNT in a year, and he blames it on cancel culture. He's saying he's being pushed out because he just says what he wants to say. And it was Garrett Cole, Matt Hopp said, and the Detroit Pistons own the number one pick in the NBA draft.
How about that?
So
they'll probably blow it.
Jeff and
they're
Hopp.
gonna take a quarterback.
Jeff and Hopp should be on the show.
No,
A wide receiver.
They're gonna take a receiver.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
But yeah, Barkley's being pushed out, and he actually said himself, "I'm being pretty much, I'm out of here because it's the cancel culture. I can't say what I want." Blah blah blah. So that's Charles, and Charles Barkley is a big Ratings guy. So let's see how it affects the NBA.
That sucks. Really, that really sucks.
I think him and Barkley have a good dynamic that that works really well. Personally,
Barkley doesn't need the money. I mean, he's awesome on the show, but you know what? Go find something else to do away from these losers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to play their game.
That's disappointing.
He doesn't have to. He's got.
I hope those
he's
guys
got
all
FU money.
say if he leaves, we all leave.
They won't.
Yeah,
they won't.
Well, Kenny Smith won't because he walked out of on all of them during everything that was going on last summer. He walked out on them, and like Barkley and Shaq and Ernie Smith had to just watch him walk out. Had to keep going with the show. They had no idea what was going. He didn't even tell them.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder.
They have this once.
I'm kind of feeling like like something. Maybe there's something going on. Maybe they don't get along as like they all don't get along like you think they do. I don't know. Rockets, Cavaliers, Raptors round out the top 4 for the NBA draft. So
okay,
we'll talk more about the draft in a few weeks once it gets around, and we'll talk about who's going to be drafted. Not the NBA draft's not.
I can't even think of anybody off the top of my head right now.
The kid from was it Oklahoma State, Cade?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in there. He's a good ball player. He's solid. He's supposed to be up there, and probably some foreigner.
There's a
that's
lot
gonna be
of
really
foreign
good.
players.
Some foreigner.
No, some guy from like Dirk
he'll go to the
Euro
Mavericks.
stepper.
some Euro stepper. Yeah,
There you go.
He'll go to the Mavericks.
Is that
they're going to
That's a
Mavericks.
term.
Is that the term? Euro stepper.
You
Euro
ever
stepper.
see when they do the Euro step?
Well, like Giannis, the Euro stepper.
Some baseball player did that the other day. They said he did the Euro step after a home run,
Oh, nice.
which was like something like this.
Yeah,
or
you
something.
carry the ball back and forth, and
kind
you
of
kind of
a
swing it.
rock.
Ah, that's what
It's like,
it
it
was.
looks like you take 4 steps, but you really don't. If you watch on slow motion, it doesn't look. It's just
Mhm.
it's slow. It's like a very slow and drawn out step.
Now I
That's
feel
why
like
it's strange.
honoring Father's Day. I'm like our fathers, like, oh, what? Huh? What's going on there? I had no idea what the Euro step was.
This
I should have looked
happens
it up,
all
but
the time.
didn't really care.
So let's talk about the NBA. And the Bucks finished off the Nets in 7 games this past weekend by a toenail, basically.
Because he likes to wear
that turnaround 3 when he hit that turnaround 2 when he hit that. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought it was a 3. Luckily, it wasn't.
I think everybody probably did.
Because I didn't think it was a 3, but I'm like, it probably will be a 3 just because.
That's the way it goes.
Yes, and I'm like, it wasn't. I said this. I think you weren't here, Eric. I proclaimed this, and lucky I thought I snake bit us.
I was
last week.
here. I just listened to it on the way.
Oh yeah,
You said you're the kiss of death.
No, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
After Kyrie went down, I said this is set up from the win. They can't lose us now.
No, I
was
on that show.
Oh, you were here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just listened to it on the way.
Well, you just
here.
come when you want now, so I don't know.
Well,
this is weird.
That's
So,
what celebrities do.
We gotta make you start punching clocks. So
yeah. I bring my lunch bag every week.
So, but
he's going to be the
Full
new
of booze.
best.
yeah. But like I said, this is set up from the win. They can't lose this now. They can't. There's no way possible. I mean, Kawhi's out still. You're playing against that Atlanta team that the only thing that does worry me is they can shoot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you ended up caught a break by no Kyrie, and James Harden was not even close to James Harden in that series. He's garbage. But I'm just worried they can shoot. And the Hawks can shoot threes. They got probably one of the best young players in the league, Trae Young. I like Trae Young. He's a great player. And they got Bogdanovich. They have Herter.
Yeah.
Herter, great shooter.
Whoever Herter.
So what do you guys think? I mean, obviously right now we have Bucks in 6, and then a Nets, and then a Suns in 7. So Ed and Willie are finished off. And Eric has Bucks and Clippers. So he still got it going on. I have the Suns and Nets, so I had the Suns winning in 7. So what do you guys think? Let's talk about the Bucks, since obviously we're in Buckland here. And what do you guys think about the Bucks, and how do you think this is going to go this next series? Eric, you can start us off with this.
Well, they are now in Vegas the favorite to win the whole thing,
and they should be.
Yeah,
and the pressure, it's theirs to lose. It really is. They have nothing, and to be honest, can Middleton and Drew Holiday get any worse?
No, I think they have.
Besides maybe a 5-minute stretch at the end of the game when he came up, Middleton didn't come up big of a few shots,
and Holiday came up big at the end of the game.
But if they play the whole game, that game's a 15-point win.
Yeah, and
right.
I felt that way about a lot of the games in that series. It's like we should have blown. The game we lost where they came back in the fourth quarter, we should have blew them out. We should have been up by 30 at halftime.
Yeah,
and we were only up by 16 or 17 or whatever. They came back. Durant is a freak.
Yeah,
I think Durant he took his legacy from here to like here, even with a loss. He was incredible in the series.
Oh, real quick, do you think he's the best player in the NBA right now? Going into next year, you think he's the best player in the NBA?
Well, I don't know about next year, but he was just the best player in the NBA, just what we've seen in the playoffs. So, I mean, hands down.
Basically by himself.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Because to be honest, the Nets, we talked about that. Without Kyrie, you said it. Without Kyrie and, Harden, we all agreed. Without them, their supporting cast is terrible.
Yeah.
They really don't have a great. I mean, I'm sorry.
They didn't score a single point.
They had that 1 3-pointer
off the bench.
In that one game, both teams combined like 5 points off the bench. The Bucks were the same way. It was crazy.
Yeah,
and
that's normally not the Bucks strategy, but they kind of stuck. Bud stuck to like, I'm playing my starters. This is what I'm doing, because I think it was a matchup thing. I think we'll see more of the bench in the next series. I think we'll see Bobby Portis actually play probably in the next series.
What was that all about?
I just think it was a matchup thing. He's not a great defender. That's what it is.
Yeah, because everybody is so good against Durant in all those games.
Yeah, you know what? That's how great Durant was. They actually were. They actually were pretty good. I think if it was Bobby Portis out there, it would have been a complete. I mean, he would have scored 55
but I think,
points.
Don't you think Portis adds more interior to your team in rebounding and stuff than Brook Lopez?
The rebounding is there with Portis.
Brook Lopez is just a corner 3-point shooter. That's all. And he helped. Don't get me wrong. He had a couple good games in the series. He helped out. He picked up some of the slack that the other guys left around. I'm not beating him up, but I'm just saying. So anyway,
I think they defended some of the. I mean, some of the other players like Lopez Griffin and those guys. I think they defended them well. It was a.
So what do you think the Bucks in this series? Do you think they win the series?
Yeah, I think they win the series. I think a lot of people are saying sweep. I'm not going to say sweep. I
like to see Bucks in 5
or 6. Really? I mean
tickets guy.
Oh, tickets guy. Okay. Well, we need you to hate the Bucks, because that works. When you like the Bucks, you give them a kiss.
I did say it before they crapped the bed in that one game when they were up by 15, and I was disgusted by him. I did say, and I said it, and we all said it. I said, this is theirs to lose. They cannot lose this now. And then Kawhi goes out to say, it's like, I think they can't lose this. I mean, you just got to stop Trae Young and probably Devin Booker. So you got to stop to win a championship. You win a championship, you stop. Although Chris Paul's gonna be another animal to deal with. Suns, if they win, are gonna be a terrible matchup.
The next
series.
Let's
Atlanta's got Collins too. He's been hot.
Yeah,
he's got a bunch of double-doubles.
Let's stay in this series.
Go ahead.
Let's not look forward. Trae Young is a great player, great shooter, but now Drew Holiday is going to be guarding him.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that's a big difference. Bogdanovich, I mean, he could obviously play. We were just saying, who the hell is Herter?
Yeah, but who guarded Drew Holiday? I mean, not Drew Holiday. Who guarded him last series? Simmons?
Yeah, Simmons is
a good defender. Yeah, terrible offensive player.
God, he's awful.
Did you see that play?
No, but he's awful. I had him in fantasy.
He could have dunked the ball,
and he passed it.
Yeah. Down by tied game and like 3 minutes left, he passed it. Okay, go. I'm sorry.
I just think physically the matchup, the talent wise and everything, it's way in the Bucks' favor. I mean, and they still have not played their best basketball. I mean, Holiday was terrible in some of those games. He could play better. Middleton could play better. Giannis, Giannis was pretty dominant, but the free throw shooting and everything, he's got to just stop with this taking so much damn time and miming the shot and everything. He didn't do that 3-4 years ago, and he was a 70% shooter then.
Yeah.
He shot like 40% from the line. It was
in his head.
It is. It's ridiculous.
It's a problem because you saw that with like 2 minutes left in that game the other night when they had that lead, that 4-point lead. That he didn't even touch the ball.
Yeah,
he wasn't getting the ball past him. It was like it's like you're actually playing a bunch of kids going, yeah, little Tommy ain't getting the ball. He can't dribble. Like that. We can't give him the ball because he's going to get fouled, and he's going to miss both, and they're going to get a chance to get back in the game. Although, once again, the worst thing of the whole, I mean, they did so many things not great in that game, from shooting between Middleton and Drew Holiday, and the brain, just the getting the ball 2 seconds on a shot clock, and Brook Lopez passing the ball when he actually could have shot the ball.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it would have been a tough shot, but he should have shot the ball.
Shoot the ball. Yeah, he was still
that pass. I think he just had a brain fart.
You just came out of the timeout. Boonhauser had to be going, dude, this is my job we're talking about.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Right?
Because everybody probably looks in and goes, well, we were watching the game. I heard a guy in the ball. Oh, Boonhauser probably didn't tell him. Okay. They told him how much time. They're all grown men. Look at the freaking
tell
clock.
A millionaire. Again, it's just like the Javi Baez thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell a millionaire.
So some guy actually wanted to blame the coach on not telling the team there was 2 seconds left. Yeah, okay. It's not Chris Webber in a championship game, a kid. This is a grown man that's played back, and he's a smart man. Brook Lopez isn't a dumb person. He's a very bright guy.
Yeah,
so
he just Stanford education.
He just got in his head. Unless he looked up at the clock and saw this. Didn't see the shot clock. Thought it was off. Maybe he got confused. I don't know.
Yeah,
but it almost it was terrible. It was scary almost.
Well, just for me to put a bow on this, I think the Hawks are a good team and they're hot, but I'm looking at who's going to defend Giannis, who's going to defend Middleton. I just don't think I don't think they have enough there. Their bench isn't real deep. I mean, their bench consists of Lemon Pepper Lou, Gallinari, who's a good player.
He's the intangible.
Yeah.
Lemon Pepper
and he
Lou,
could get hot. He could get hot, but he's a very inconsistent player. Capella's a decent player, but
is Gallinari even
who's
healthy
guarding
right
Giannis? Who's guarding Giannis on this Hawks team, and who's going to shut him down?
They're going to look back. They're going to do them. They're going to ground like the Miami Heat did. I think they're going to 3 across the line. And they're going to say, you got to make threes,
and then our guys need to make threes.
Scary. This is the only thing I'm going to say, and I'm not trying to scare people, not trying to freak you out, Eric.
No, it's fine. I mean,
but this is so much turning out looking like a Toronto series already to me.
Yeah,
just the team you're looking at. How is the team going to beat them?
Keep going.
And then Van Fleet out of nowhere becomes a 3-point shooter. You can't stop.
Start hating. Come on, keep going.
I'm not hating. I'm just going by.
We want it to go.
Remember a couple years ago when they played Toronto, we thought there's no way 2-0. This is over.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know,
the Celtics did it to him 3 years ago. Did the same thing. Shoot him over the top. You got to shoot over the top.
And then he got lucky and beat him.
Yeah.
But still, they made it tough on him.
I'm not seeing a Kawhi Leonard or even a Van Vliet on this team, to tell you the truth. And Trae Young, it's their first. I mean, obviously they won 2 series now, but it's their first playoff run.
Were they both the underdog in both series or no?
Yeah, they had to have been. The Knicks were the 4 seed.
Oh yeah,
they're the 5.
That was, Knicks were decent. Good team. That was a good story.
And that was a good series, a decent series.
So you like the Bucks in?
I like the Bucks in 6. I'll take them in 6. Little window.
Bucks in 3. No, I'll say 6.
6.
Should I be the outlier here?
There we go.
You're hoping, right? No, I think.
I'm rooting for the Bucks, obviously,
right.
But there's just see these things. Trae Young's play. It's just weird, man.
In my lifetime, I'm almost 50 now. The Bucks have never been in the championship, so I hate to pick them because they're pretty consistent.
No, the Hawks haven't either.
No. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Ever.
Yeah,
the Philadelphia Hawks.
They're the only team that's won it besides the Bucks.
Yeah.
The other 2 teams haven't won. Suns and Clippers have never won one.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. The story is cool. These are all new teams.
I like it.
71 is the last championship on all these teams. That's cool. That is a cool story. Not just because of the Bucks, because it's just cool.
Because you don't get that in the NBA.
Yeah. No, you don't see it much anymore. It's good. It's a turning point. Nice to see. So,
I'll go Bucks 6.
I'll take the Bucks in 5.
That's your game.
That's my game.
That's your game.
So, I'm going to take Bucks and 5 because there's going to be one game where the Hawks going to hit 23s and beat them.
Oh yeah, that's the only that's a
the Bucks.
factor
The
there.
Bucks are going to have a game where they're not going to defend the 3 well, and they're going to have a couple games, but they're going to survive. They just have one game where it's just going to be a bad game. We're going to see her going. There's Middleton again. There's Drew Howell. They're not making shots. Blah blah blah. So, but I think it's 5. It's
and don't be surprised if that doesn't happen in Milwaukee too.
I think this could be a game 1 loss and then win 4 in a row.
Yeah,
it could be.
It could be
because you got the Hawks team coming in. They're gonna have that the adrenaline. They're it could affect them better, and the Bucks will have to settle down. And then once they settle down, they'll be fine. But I still think it's gonna be 4 or 5. I really think this isn't. I don't know.
Did you watch much of the Hawks Sixers series? I didn't watch really that much of it. Was it a physical series? Was it like the Nets Bucks series where it was just a war?
Trae Young's being ignored. That's the problem by everybody. Devin Booker gets all this stuff. Devin Booker's great.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about Kevin Durant, all that. Trae Young is legit. He can play, and he played that. And remember, Philly's a good defensive team. They really are. They are good. They're solid because their offense is okay. I would personally rather see the Bucks play the 76ers. It sounds crazy, but they match up, I think, better just because of they don't shoot well. Ben Simmons doesn't. You don't have to worry about Ben Simmons at all.
Yeah.
Embiid, okay, fine. Go out and take a couple of threes. That's what we want you to do. You'll make a few, but stand out there. We don't want you on the basket because you'll get those. We don't want you there. They have Tobias Harris, which he's good, but it's the matchup was set up. I liked it, but I think Atlanta's going to shoot good against him overall because Atlanta can. But the other thing is that, like you said, I think Giannis is tough, but if they do 3 across him, he's going to have to be smart, and it's going to come down to the other guys. Make shots. And that's what happened in Toronto a couple of years ago. Those other guys, Giannis played great. He kicked out when he was supposed to, did everything right, but nobody made shots. So and I think it'll be different. I think they learned. I think Drew Holiday, we were talking today, and I said, Drew Holiday, I think just the nerves. He's never played in this kind of situation.
No, he hasn't really been.
He played in New Orleans in his biggest game was when LeBron came to town. There was more fans in the stand. Seriously. That's what his biggest games were. So he's in a situation where this is a big stage, man. And I'm an all defensive. I'm an Olympic team member now. I'm all this now. Mm-hmm. This is a big deal, man. And I'm making a bunch of money.
Series for him.
Yeah. So I hope I like Drew Holiday. I think he's a great guy. So I of all the guys on the court, I hope he dominates because I like him. He's done it for the community. He's gave money back to community. He's done great things in Milwaukee. I like Drew Holiday, so I hope he does great things. I really do. The other series, Suns Clippers. I like how the NBA tried keeping Chris Paul so he lose, so the Clippers can advance the LA team in there, and it didn't work so far. The LeBron rules, LeBron only gets his rules, but Chris Paul couldn't play game 1 because he was a COVID protocol still. So he missed game 1.
He's out tonight too.
Oh, so he's missing 2 games, and LeBron got to go to a party and play in his game still.
Kawhi's out tonight too.
Well, Kawhi's hurt though.
Kawhi, I mean, it was questionable. He's out.
But like I'm saying, it's just a joke to me.
Yeah.
John Rahm couldn't win a tournament because their rules, but on a golf course.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't have COVID. He just couldn't go because he was in protocol. But LeBron James got. I know this is we talk about, but he got to play. If I was Chris Paul, if I was any player this year, I'd sue the league. I want my money back that I lost. Every player. If I'm Chris Paul, I'm livid right now. Unless he has COVID, actually has it, which I guess they don't have to tell you. But all we keep hearing is in protocol.
Yeah, I don't.
Because of contact tracing. Well, whatever. It's just a joke, and I think but I hope Phoenix win just for that fact. I hope they win and get to the finals. I like Devin Booker. I think he's a great player. I think they're winning the series, especially with Kawhi's out, because I think Devin Booker is the best player on the court right now. Right. Paul George will have his games. Paul George is not where he was 5 years ago. Paul George is a great player to go with, guys. But he's not going to be that guy. He had a great game in Game 7 that helped. He did play great to get him to where they are now. But he's not going to do that. He can't do it like a Durant or a Giannis does, where he can kind of control the game through what they do. So I like the Suns. I like the Suns to win this series.
Well, yeah, with Kawhi out, I mean, even if he does come back,
because Kawhi is pretty special, so that's a good thing he's out.
A historically great player. I like the Suns to move on.
And Paul George's not going to help.
Nah, he's wishy-washy.
Yeah.
He's a good player, but he's
right.
I don't mind seeing the Bucks uniform over Middleton.
God, you're just killing Middleton. Just keep killing the Bucks. It's fine. A lot of people agree with me on that, man. You don't agree. I can't believe you don't agree with that. You actually like Middleton. I think he's overpaid.
Middleton's the worst second Robin to a Batman.
36 points in what game was that?
Okay, great. Yeah. He does that once every 12, 15 games. Giannis scored almost 40 the first game.
All right.
And they did win the series, but it's like, and he scored 13 and they lost by 6 or something like that. This dude, or 8. I'm like, if you get to 50, you probably win.
He's not at the level of Paul George. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I got you.
Middleton has his good games, but
Yeah.
he's not a great dribbler, and he's
Yeah,
he's a good defensive
He's a
player.
Great shooter.
He's a solid defensive player.
He
He's
has
solid.
a nice little short to mid range,
and I hope he plays great. I'll be as I'll be as 8 great games in a row. That'd be awesome. And it's over.
Let's do it.
That'd be fine.
Let's do it.
But he makes a lot of money.
That's the thing. And that's what it's always going to be. It's always going to be about that big contract he's got.
Yeah.
Clayton's on there. Said hi to us.
Hey, Clayton, what's up?
Clayton.
Yeah.
Wow. Hi guys.
Was he at the tournament?
Hi Clayton.
No, he couldn't go. We asked him, and he said no.
Oh, he's an old man now.
Yeah, he is. Look at him.
And the tournament director wasn't too happy about him coming back. Still, he's still on double secret probation.
So we all believe the Bucks and the Suns are going to meet in the finals here. Is that what we're talking here?
Yep.
Are you in agreement?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, then?
That's going to go. I'm taking Clippers, Hawks. Screw you guys.
I don't even know what the other two teams are. I didn't even know Chris
he just
Paul
tried to
was
help
on one until he said it.
Yeah, Chris Paul is. Well, you know what? All it's doing for Chris Paul is give him resting those 36-year-old knees for the next if they win.
Who else is on the Clippers? I mean, you got Kawhi, but he's obviously
George, Paul George. They have.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
Who's their guard? Their other guard.
Didn't Blake Griffin used to
but he was a Nets.
I know.
Yeah, he left. I can't remember who their other guard
Wherever
is.
he goes, they lose.
I can't remember who their guard is for that team.
See?
Yeah. I'm
Nobody knows
drawing a
either.
blank too. I bet you Hop tells us in a second.
Hop knows everything.
You know what? They're not going to be around much longer.
I wrote down the Hawks lineup, and I didn't write down the Clippers lineup. So
Okay, so let's talk about.
I can look it up.
Okay, yeah.
Ibaka Zubac.
Oh yeah, Zubac. Yep.
Yeah,
They rotate.
Patrick Beverly and
definitely
Reggie,
guard.
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, Beverly's good. Beverly's solid. Yeah, Beverly's solid.
Because Reggie Jackson's playing
And
for.
he's in a bat probably 4th.
It's a bad fourth.
Mr. October.
Yeah, I know where his truck is. But anyway, and then M. Morris. So I'm guessing Mercury Morris.
Yeah.
No, is that
Maurice Morris?
Maurice
Morris, yeah.
Is that
That
the
was-
ex Celtic?
Yeah, he's got the twin brother.
Marcus.
Oh, yeah.
That was Marcus.
Oh, Marcus. It is. Yeah,
Marcus and Maurice.
Maurice is where? Maurice is actually in with the Lakers.
Maurice.
He's in Lakers, I think. Yeah.
Well, look at who else. I mean, I'm just looking at the roster. They got Nicholas Batum, Patrick Patterson,
Batum, I think it is.
Batum. I think it is too.
Yeah.
Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is. That's where he's making his money.
How you like that?
Yeah.
You like that?
Serge Ibaka.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's there.
Yeah.
I don't think any of these guys really play anymore. So
Do you know? Now you brought up Serge Ibaka. Maybe think back to because he played with the Oklahoma City teams, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Do you know? I saw this like little stat thing. Do you know the year that Dallas won the finals?
Mhm.
You don't think about this. They beat Oklahoma City
Mhm.
with Harden, Westbrook, Durant, Ibaka.
yeah, that was a good team.
Okay, they
Yeah.
beat them. They beat a Kobe Laker team,
Mhm.
and then they beat the Miami Heat Dream Team.
Yeah.
That's the team that Dirk Nowitzki's Dallas Mavericks. The 3 teams they won to win the finals. I'm like, that's pretty good.
Who was the point guard on that team?
Which team?
The Mavericks team.
Steve would be Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd.
Yeah. Jason the Kid.
Mhm. That was a good team.
He used to rub his face for his wife.
Mhm.
That he was hitting her.
Wow.
Yeah, jeez. I didn't even go that far.
Hey now.
He's like, I'm gonna smack you.
That's bodacious.
I was thinking of something to say, but I couldn't put it in nice terms. So you just jumped over that. And, oh
Let me
my
hit a
God.
button.
Okay,
here.
so let's talk about another story about our good friend Ben Zobrist. You hear the story about Ben Zobrist, his wife?
It's just a sad
The lawsuit?
story.
So
Oh my
what happened with his
gosh.
I
wife?
heard there's a priest involved.
Pastor.
It'd be called pastor.
Pastor. Okay. I'm sorry.
Did you hear the story?
I heard
So,
part of it.
so the
today,
story's
and I'm
insane.
still
This
shaking my head.
pastor was their marriage counselor and then started banging his wife.
Florida or Ohio?
I was like, this can't be real. And that's why Zobrist, I think, left the team for those months or
And
whatever.
she's super religious.
Uh-huh.
So I guess banging a pastor
Well,
bypasses those laws of God, I guess.
actually, it's Tennessee. I'm sorry, Tennessee.
Oh,
It is Tennessee, yeah.
well, it does. You know, it paves the way for you.
It would have been her
more.
brother, the pastor, if it was Kentucky.
Mm.
See if
Oh,
I didn't-
cousin. It's usually cousins.
Yeah, baby.
Kentucky.
There we go. Press that
But-
button.
What a he hasn't talked in 5 minutes. He had to sell his,
He's
he
like,
sold his
Shauna,
World
yeah,
Series.
press that button.
Yeah, baby. So Zobrist sold his World Series ring supposedly.
Now they said no because
Now they're saying it's pulling back, and
yeah.
So he could have a replica too. You know, it's hard to say, but
yeah.
So this guy, Zobrist from everybody said is a super nice guy.
Yeah. Everybody says he's a great
guy. And his
guy.
wife, it just kind of just screwed him over, literally.
Yeah, it was just reading the story. I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm like, oh, he's our marriage counselor. That's not good.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Like, you know what you should probably do?
So I think
you should talk to your husband more.
Word of advice is don't see a pastor for your marriage counseling.
No,
he's gonna bang your wife.
That's what she said.
You know what? Though, when I was a kid,
Dominus Obiscus, baby.
When I was a kid, we had a pastor that lived 2 houses from us, and he was caught, banging his flock. So I think that's how you say it. Nice.
The flock.
Banging a flock of ladies. Yeah, at the church.
Oh, I think.
Yeah, it's not the first time it's happened.
It's happened in a lot of places.
I think it's happened a few times.
It happened somewhere in Racine that I remember. A certain church that I used to go to.
Yeah, I don't want to bring up.
Yeah, he had a flock. He had a harem of women.
Might be the same guy.
Probably
he just
is.
moved from Kenosha to Racine. No, I mean it was.
That's why I don't go to church.
He's a holy roller.
Roll him in the hay. I mean,
nice, Willie. I like what you did there.
Willie's like, I remember my priest that drank booze with me. You guys are messed up.
He didn't have a priest. Jesus hadn't been born yet.
He was really radical.
Willie babysat Jesus.
He wasn't even Christianity. He wasn't.
Willie coached Jesus in soccer.
He was the guy with Muir.
Hey, Jesus, get over here.
It's like I got this present for baby Jesus. I got Coob and I got Muir.
Wow.
We're off the rails.
Yeah.
What's your name, kid? Jesus?
No, it's Jesus.
Where's your mom?
Hey, Jesus. I got lambskin.
I told you a blue jersey, Jesus.
There's my midfielder.
There's my Hey, can you catch? Can you play outfield? You look fast. Get out there.
Grab a penny and put it on.
You're not going to be fast in those sandals in the outfield, boy.
That's right. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the Birkenstocks.
What the hell?
We're all going to hell.
That's gnarly.
Oh, I'll see you guys there then. I already reserved the spot.
No. So I saw something yesterday too that was kind of funny. So on Jeopardy yesterday, a question upset the world. The question was postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome is also known as the Grinch syndrome because this organ is too small. The correct answer was, what is the heart? All the people in the world that have this syndrome, short as POTS, we're all mad because we all have hearts. Blah, blah, blah. We're not Grinches.
Oh, my God.
So people are writing into the Jeopardy and telling them they're...
What the fuck is going on around here?
Was Rogers the host or no?
No, he got traded at Price is Right.
Poor Drew Carey.
For Drew Carey.
Contract
dispute. I thought he went to go to Joker's Wild.
Yeah, he took Snoop's remember Joker's Wild with Snoop now hosting. Yeah. That's pretty sweet. So NFL player, first round pick of the Vikings, I believe it was shot 4 times. He lived. He was shot in the arm, leg, buttocks, and shoulder. Sitting in the car, but everything, no surgery.
Cleaning his gun?
No, he was just sitting in the car.
You know what they call the one in the buttocks? That's the $1 million wound.
I never saw any of that money.
The government missed. They got all that.
Got shot right
Never
here in
seen
the
a dollar.
Would you like to see?
St. Joe's joins Bradford girls soccer going to state. Congratulations, St.
Nice.
Joe's boys baseball.
Hey, awesome, that's great.
St. Jose's.
So the guy's name I lost it. I'm looking over here.
So it's a guy from this year.
Yeah, he just drafted this year. Timon. His last name is Timon. So he was shot. Luckily he's good.
That's good.
Probably just getting some elote on the street.
Yeah.
A couple.
No, he was sitting in his car.
Yeah, and 4 stray bullets just happened to
hit him in the butt.
Hit him all over.
Also, Frank Clark was arrested today. They found a semi-automatic weapon in his car in Kansas City. The defensive member for the Chiefs. So,
former Michigan man.
Yep.
Is that illegal?
Almost all the guns are semi-automatic.
Yeah, it was an Uzi. They said.
Was it really?
Yeah,
That would be fully
that might be
automatic.
fully
That's
automatic.
fully
Yeah.
automatic.
So maybe fully it was an Uzi. Yeah. So we'll see
Going
what
deer
happens.
hunting. You got a problem
We'll
with that?
see what
I was
happens.
like, I got like 3 semi-automatics here tonight.
If they enforce the laws like they should, then
Oh, you're just happy to see me.
they enforce the laws and have these gun. If they have the gun charges stick like they should, then we have a problem with this stuff. But that'll be the first charge.
No,
so.
who's that guy from the 49ers that used to get in all the trouble?
Tank Johnson. He played for the Bears.
No.
Maurice Claret.
Nope. Jeez, there's so too many.
He
of
was
them.
a
Young. Was it Young?
Alden Smith.
Alden
Oh, yeah.
Smith.
Alden Smith. Yeah.
Alden Smith.
Yep.
He had an actual assault weapon in California. They're banned, and it just went to a appellate court, and it was overturned and then returned over. But it's 8 years in California, and he must have served all that time in 1 year because he never missed a game. I don't think. So he was caught with multiple assault weapons in California and didn't pay a nickel for it.
Isn't he a cowboy now?
He had
Yeah.
a time machine that just sped the whole thing up. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot tub.
Hot tub time machine, baby.
A time machine. Well, who's the president?
Walked you right into that.
Ronald Reagan.
the actor? who's the Secretary of the Treasury? Jack Benny?
Oh,
First Lady's Jane Wyman?
So a couple years,
Sorry.
years ago, the feel good story of men's basketball is Creighton. Well, today they are being put on a 2-year probation for one of the assistant coaches being shown in a video in Vegas taking $6,000, but he didn't keep it. He said so, but there was no proof of that. So the school needs to have 2-year probation. They're taking a $5,000 fine, and 1% of the men's basketball budget will be taken away. A reduction of men's basketball scholarships for the year 21 and 22. Reduction of official visits, so they're getting penalized all over for this coach taking $6,000 on a video. So he's being it was a big sting in Vegas.
You
He was caught.
You got to get paid in semi-automatic weapons. Obviously,
Then it doesn't matter. You're
aren't we taught?
Yeah. Yep.
No crime then.
I thought anything that happened in Vegas stays in
Yeah,
Vegas.
I guess
there you go.
Yeah.
This college football. Speaking of college sports, they are moving closer and closer to a 12-team playoff for football.
Yeah.
So it's getting there. They're not sure of any of the finer points of it, but right now it looks like it's going to move to 12 teams. So the 13th, so the 13th team you can be mad now.
Yeah. So the 12 teams, that means 4 are going to get a bye, obviously, right?
Yeah, I don't know how they're
It
going
would
to
have
do
to
it.
be.
Well, they should cut out what they should do is tell them you can't play like the one game at the beginning of the year that you play against, like Badgers go play, Carthage. They should cut those games out. That game should be gone because it's for the student athletes, right? Remember that.
Yeah. It is.
Right?
Yeah, it's all about that.
It's all for them.
Doesn't the money
Tell it
doesn't
to
matter.
Appalachian State or whatever.
Yeah.
Look at Willie.
Yeah.
He gave it Eli. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Or he's just wandering now. He's old. I don't know what he's doing either way.
Cleveland. Got yelled at for that. So I was just thinking about you talking about NCAA. What about what happened to the NCAA this week with the Supreme Court?
Oh yeah. Moving closer and closer to the being payments made.
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with them getting paid. It had to do with being able to make money off their identities,
right?
Yeah.
Or being able to get a second meal.
Now they're
yeah.
saying now you'll be able to get laptops bought for you. You'll be able to have
Lab chances.
paid internships. You'll be able to have because they can't have paid internships right
No.
now. Because what happens is, and people don't get this, is that when you say, "Well, that's crappy," because the booster of Oklahoma will give the defensive tackle that from high school that's 300 pounds and it runs a 4.340. Yeah, you can have an internship at my car dealership. Here's $10,000. Don't ever show up. That's why that's
it happens.
so.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of proof of internship, but I think they should be able to. There actually are guys that are going to school and playing football for a job in their life. It's not going to be football players. So why can't they have it's kind of a screwed up. It really is.
Yeah, you can't go mow lawns even.
No, because they've done that
they'd
before.
be mowing
They've
the
heard that
same
before.
guy's lawn
Yep.
for $10,000.
Yep. Oh, I give him $1,000 a week to cut my lawn, and the guy has some landscaping company to do it too, and you get that's been happening. That stuff's happened.
sure.
Yeah. Not in Alabama though.
No, probably not. They're
Stuff
very
happened at
clean program.
Carthage.
Oh yeah. Very clean program in Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, we can't say they're on. We've never been called any. So they just
Well,
win championships. All they do.
Yeah, that's weird.
Nick, hey,
Funny
Saban
how
don't
that-
care. He'll be long gone if they get caught.
Yeah.
Nick being Nick.
Nick,
Just winning championships.
Nick
Oh,
and Tom Brady. That's all they do.
Oh, those guys should get together.
Cheers, both of them.
Gee.
Do you want to punch Nick Saban in the face?
Yeah.
No, I like Nick
Okay,
Saban.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Willie come up with, what, Eric, this is before you got there. What athlete would you like to punch in the face?
Jay Cutler.
You're going to get your ass kicked. I'm going to tell you on that one.
Yeah, Jay's cool, man.
Okay.
Eric better knock him out on that first one because
Scott, what did you say?
Aaron Rodgers.
I said Aaron Rodgers.
I'll punch.
I'd like to
smug.
punch him. He's smug.
I would like to punch him right
Yeah,
now.
a lot of Packer fans would like to punch him. They still like him as a quarterback, but
Oh yeah.
but we all agree. We all forgot LeBron James.
I was going to
God.
say LeBron,
Yeah.
but I wanted to run him over with
LaFleur.
my truck.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Not a punch. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, my arm's a little sore these days.
Yeah.
Got tendonitis or something.
Is it that you just don't like them, or is it punchable faces? Because that's always a topic.
That
the
too, punchable face.
No, probably just
Yeah.
someone that's I'm going with someone that just comes off as just
You just want to knock them out. Well,
Yeah.
not or just kind of knock some sense into them too. Like, just what's wrong with you?
No,
dude?
don't
like
help
Aaron
him out.
Rodgers, like what's wrong with you? You know,
Yeah, maybe
Shailene Woodley's what's wrong with him, right?
maybe a
I
smack
don't
to
know.
the
I'm,
like
I'm
the
sick
back
of blaming the women. You know, it's just
Yeah, why?
it's him. Let's blame him.
I like
Just a
to
D-bag.
punch Chris Middleton.
Nice.
No, I'm just kidding.
You mentioned Yadier Molina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, do it.
There's a lot of respect.
Oh,
I have a
Ryan
lot of
Braun.
respect
Ryan
for him.
Braun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people in Kenosha would like
Ryan
to
Oh,
Braun.
I'd
Ryan
I'd
Braun.
like to punch him. Absolutely.
Chris Groves. Jay Cutler has been great since retirement. He's hilarious. See,
He
Groves.
is.
All right, I like you, Grovesy.
Yeah, see?
Finally, Grover's the smartest
More
guy on
highs
there.
than buys.
Since retirement.
He should get his
Like-
own. I can't
That's-
believe they have
that's
asked him to do his
actually-
own show.
That's actually better that he said since retirement because
You know,
during his career, I would want to.
He's gonna be doing a
punch him.
podcast.
Who?
Cutler is.
Cutler.
With us.
No.
Well, good
Well,
luck.
I'd welcome
Good
him.
luck in this tough doggy dog world.
That's right.
Jeez. I mean, we got
Where to
seven.
call
we got
in?
Dude,
Seven
we're
viewers
ranked in the top 10,000.
Yeah. No.
in Kenosha.
99999 no.
It's
Nine,
not
nine,
really.
nine,
That's
nine.
100,000.
9999. Yeah.
In Kenosha.
You know what I just thought of? Grover.
The cat lady is one above us
In
right
this
now.
neighborhood, actually.
Grover has got a great nickname. Do you remember kids like when you grew up in your neighborhood with great nicknames? And if you ask Grover, all the ones in ours, we had Forehead, and we had Fathead. There was a bunch of. I mean, we could go on and on. I go Cheeser. He doesn't like being called that though.
Yeah.
That's testy still.
Don't say that.
Yeah, he gets a little upset still.
Ryan Miller said O.J. Simpson, punch in the face.
No, he's not
Yeah.
from my neighborhood.
But he'd slash your neck, so you better stay away from him. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, did you guys have guys in your neighborhood that had great nicknames? Like growing up, we had tons in our neighborhood. We were pretty white.
Well, his name was the Diddler.
What?
The Diddler.
we just used a lot of
The
slang terms.
What was your nickname, Eric?
I've had so many. Bradley Center. That was a big one.
There you go.
That's
Bradley.
horrible.
So center.
Who Janet? A bunch of nerds?
Yeah, a lot of nerds.
Yeah, geez.
Bradley Center.
It wasn't
I
even built yet.
I get E-Rock a lot. E-Rock for Eric.
That- when was
I don't know,
that?
I got all kinds of nicknames.
Wouldn't it be E. Rick?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That'd be cooler.
I don't know. I didn't make them up.
Oh, what was the other one?
I
Name
just
some more.
preferred Bradley.
Name some more.
Bradley was always obviously that's my last name.
That's a good one. That's probably the best of the
Ed,
three.
what was yours? Like asshole?
Nah, they always had a. They always
Dickhead.
Tony
Tony
call me Ed because my last name was way too long.
Chris Gross said, "Man, those old neighborhood nicknames would hurt feelings now." Jeez, yeah, Gross, you be canceled. And Tony Gagliardo said, "Sergio." Ryan Miller said, "The Hill Chris Hitman." That's a good one.
Yeah, well, Grover would remember the Baraboo's, and there's a whole bunch of shit that went on there. So there was, yeah, we had a rough time.
Willie, you had some nicknames.
It was a
right?
rough neighborhood.
Willie was
man.
back in nicknames didn't matter.
Willie
You can say
Willie is a nickname.
well, yeah, Willie, of course, Willie.
Right. I was called Red
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
because I had
sense.
red hair back in the day when I had hair.
Yeah.
What else were you called?
Speedy. That's pretty quick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just with the ladies.
The ladies. Yeah, Shauna gave him that name.
All 30 seconds.
Quick draw.
Sorry, Tony.
All right, what about you?
She call him One Tug.
What about you, Commissioner? What are your nicknames?
Coco.
Coco. Cavalli
Yeah.
Crisp. Coco Crisp.
Yeah.
That came about last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Scooter, I was called. Yeah.
it's a lot
Yeah,
of Scots.
Scooter comes up pretty good.
Yeah. My mom used to call me Scooter Pie. Weird.
Scooter
And what'd
Pie.
you call her, Josie?
Yeah, I call my mom Josie.
Josie.
You guys had lame neighborhoods, man. Ask Grover. He's probably got 10
My dad's
nicknames up
nickname
there.
for years was Arf.
Arf. Really?
I like it.
Arf. I don't know. That was weird.
There's got to be a.
How about you? What was your nickname?
I didn't have one.
W?
Your brother got the coolest nickname ever, Critter,
Yeah.
and you couldn't get
That's what I
one.
was going to say. My brother's Critter. We
Yeah.
had Babe Reese.
Babe Reese.
And you were just Ed.
Well, nobody could say my last name.
What was this? What was the
Where's your
scene in Major
dickie?
League? But he hits like
What's this?
what was that from Major League?
You may run like Hayes,
but you hit like shit.
Yeah.
With a base Hayes.
Your nickname's Baby Reese, but you hit like shit.
Yeah, we had, I mean,
Kevin Rash, aka Little Hitler.
Oh my God, that's very unfortunate.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Miller said, "Well, he definitely wasn't named designated driver."
Oh my gosh.
oh, these are getting horrible.
Oh,
Yeah, our
How
neighborhood
about
was.
Uber driver more better than that. Yeah.
Yeah, we had I don't even know whatever.
you didn't have a nickname at all?
No, not really.
Let's give Ed nicknames right now.
Okay, good.
D-bag?
I gotta ask Grover though. He's watching right now, and it's like, does anybody know whatever happened to Forehead?
I don't know.
I'm hoping somebody does, because. And Grover, we should set up a game
Your nickname
at
should.
Southport.
I got your
again.
nickname.
We'll get everybody together.
Your nickname should be Givehead.
Give Ed.
Give Ed. Dick Ed.
I thought it was old number 34.
Did you ever call you Special Ed as a joke?
Oh yeah, special. Amber does all the time.
I think Ed's new Delta.
No, she's actually going, "You're special, Ed."
Okay, in high school, my senior year, I had the bases loaded in our regional or sectional game against Bradford. I lined out the second to Dolan, actually. He almost got off the ground like a half an inch to catch it. But in the newspaper, Randy Donis, you remember him, the writer?
Oh, yeah.
He wrote, so the game was on the line. Tremper was down by 2, and the ever dangerous Ed Wiersbicki came up. So then it was like for a couple of weeks, hey, dangerous Ed. So or Eddie Spaghetti. I mean, obviously that's an easy one.
Oh, they're all coming out now.
So yeah, now he had a bunch.
Hey, Eddie Spaghetti sounds like a character from.
Look at this, Groves. He wants to fire up the old game at Southport. He'll hit one on the blacktop. He says, "I don't believe it."
You kind of sound like Eddie Spaghetti sounds like a character from our favorite movie with Michael Keaton. And Johnny Dangerously. Eddie Spaghetti could have been one of the gangsters.
It's an 88 mag.
Hey, I'm Eddie Spaghetti. I'm Eddie Spaghetti. Oh, that's good stuff right there. So let's move on. We can probably nicknames. Any more nicknames? Anybody?
I think we covered them.
Yeah, we covered a bunch there.
Okay.
That was off on a tangent. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
We could do a top 10 on that at some point.
Oh no, we got a better top 10 tonight.
We got a better top 10 tonight. So it's not really a top 10. It's we could talk about it right now, actually. Since so Ed had an idea. I'll blame it on him.
Yeah, this shit comes up when I'm sleeping
or pooping.
Yeah, mostly pooping. Yeah, you're right.
So the idea was Girl Scout cookies. If strippers sold the cookies.
Hey,
oh boy.
So I don't know. Ed, you got maybe I don't have to go around. I don't.
One at a time. One at a time.
Yeah, you guys can go. I have to think of them because there they are right there. Okay, I didn't write them down. I just got to think of something. I don't know.
To start, peanut butter pasties.
Okay.
Carmen Delight.
Willie doesn't have any, does he?
I got. How about Dosey Doomies?
Yeah. And I got Dosey Does Dallas.
Savannah Vertical Smiles.
Ooh. Some whores.
Bang-alongs.
Tagashlongs.
How about Simona?
That's better than mine. I got these ones. Use a condom or you get lemonades.
Little Bonnie Banger.
Oh, I like those. Those are tasty.
Will, you got any?
Nothing.
Lemon upskirts.
Oh, I was gonna say Lemon Louise.
Oh, thin meths.
Spanks a lot.
Oh, geez, we're running shit.
Ryan Miller said thin mounts.
Thin mounts.
Yeah, there we
better
go.
than my meths. Oh, that's great. Oh, instead of shortbread, I had cheap head. But that's not funny.
How about
Scott's got some.
I got trefoils with glitter.
I was trying to do something with the trefoils. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, trefoils.
I'm good. I got.
You're done.
I exhausted my list.
I'm trying to think of who I got left. Oh, something's got to be made with tears. Which one they made with tears?
Yeah,
we only had one peanut butter one too.
I know it's tough.
I think they're gonna be. Willie, you didn't even help us out here, Willie.
I didn't. You guys are on fire.
Yeah. All right.
On fire.
So that was an idea I come up with. It went pretty quick there.
And that was the top.
That's what she said.
That was like 20.
No, I had a bunch last week. We kept saying them. I should have wrote them down. We were back.
Yeah, you had some good ones.
I couldn't think.
I like that. Dosey Doomies.
I can't remember. Like I thought I had some like some with Thin Mints, like with a G string. I don't know.
Something like that. I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember. Well, whatever. Okay. Sorry. Dang it. I forgot all about it. I was going to write them last night and I didn't. So I apologize. Poor planning.
It worked out pretty good though.
On my part. So let's go to our fan poll. And our fan poll this week was albums that you would listen to from first song to last without stopping. You can listen to the whole thing. We'll throw one out right now. And we'll go around after. Well, let's read you got any up? You got some, Willie. You said you got a bunch. You have some, Eric, at all?
I actually do have a couple.
What?
Yeah.
What? Well, let's start out by let me give the one off the page. Let me do here first. And well, if you got yours up, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I shared it earlier today, and I got 2 guys that responded. 2 guys that I used to work with. Dan Stealthlung, I think that's his last name. He says Pyromania by Def Leppard.
Okay.
And then Steve Wellman says Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti, and that's a double album.
Yeah, it's a good album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a couple on here. Donna Kemper said Victory at Sea. I don't know the album. I don't know what album that is.
No.
I'm not sure. Randy Zarnecki said Rise Against, Sufferer, and The Witness. Matt Watson said all of them because I am too lazy to put an album on the turntable, play one side, and then go over and lift a needle and turn it over.
Lift a needle.
Chris Groves said License to Ill and Paul's Boutique. I'm gonna give him. I'm glad he's listening because I want to give him a little razzing here. When you put Beatles' greatest hits, Foo Fighters' greatest hits, and Tom Petty's greatest hits,
not a lot.
Obviously, you're gonna be able to listen to those from front to back.
You can't do greatest hits.
Come on, Groves, you know better. But I do agree. License to Ill and Paul's Boutique.
Oh yeah,
great albums.
I listened to License to Ill the other day with Logan. He loved it. He absolutely loved it. He was like,
great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Which
we played
one?
it so loud. License to
License
Ill.
to Ill, yeah. That was one of my the great one of the bands that I regret never seeing.
Yeah.
I really am. That's one I never saw. That's one I would have
either.
loved to see, and it just never got a chance to. It was weird. And you got any, Willie?
Well, I got tons here.
Hit it. Go
I got Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
Definitely.
You got Kid Rock, Devil Without a Cause.
Oh, nice. Who told you?
Oh, Dominic Siren was Pink Floyd. Corey Tusser, Kid Rock, and then Tuss also had Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
Kaylee Marie said The Killers, Hot Fuss. Jason Mitchell said Pearl Jam. So No Code.
Yep.
Yield.
Yep.
And Versus.
Yes. Still,
Okay.
but he didn't. Jason Mitchell also gets a strike against him because 10 is by far
that's
their
the
best album, hands down.
And
not
that one
even
you can
close.
play. You don't.
Yeah,
You just go right through.
And
that.
Versus is a very close second, but Yield and No Code are decent. They're good albums, but yeah, you give them a little razzing, or I'll give them myself next time I see them.
Absolutely.
Because Versus is a great album. I think it's one of the greatest albums they have. Pearl Jam.
I think it's one of the greatest albums.
It might be one of the greatest
Yeah.
albums.
Well, remember when we did that thing on Facebook during COVID where you 10 albums that changed your life?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Me and
I
you
had
went
that.
back. We did that,
went
right?
back and forth. I had that one on
yeah,
there for sure.
I did too. Yeah. Okay. So, and William,
I got more. Tony, can't even say his last name. Galliardo. He said just the Eagles, but I'm guessing.
What was Hotel California?
Hotel California.
That's the name of the album too. I believe.
No,
it
there's
is
one before that too, but I don't
they
recall.
have their greatest hits album. Of course, those are disqualified. but
Right, because the greatest
is
hits
incredible.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, greatest hits are great. They're awesome.
Disqualified, yeah.
Jordan Timothy said, "Oh, the joy, Zen mode." Okay. Mike Hartnell said Led Zeppelin 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
4 is
their
a
best
great
album.
Ann Turner Artisan said Lord Huron, Strange Trails.
Wow.
Snail Trails.
That could have been in our cookie. That could have been our cookie section.
Interesting.
Sean Elizabeth says OAR live from Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, it's a good album too.
Absolutely.
Now, would that be a greatest hits album though?
No, it's a live album. It's a concert.
All right, I'll allow it.
Allow it. Ryan Stitch says some 41 all killer, no filler.
Nice. Good call. That's a good album. He's right.
Jody Anderson, Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dreams.
Not a Pumpkin Samson fan at all.
That's a good album.
Not a fan of theirs at all.
Yeah.
Tammy Voigt says
figures.
any
Joey Anderson said.
Journey album. So Dave Sachs says Back in Black.
Oh, okay.
AC/DC.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
my
great
cousin, Darren Morgan, says Bruce Springsteen's Tunnel of Love.
Best concert I ever saw.
Ed's a huge Boss fan.
Right?
What's that?
Springsteen, best concert you ever saw?
It was the worst. No questions at worst. It wasn't with the E Street Band, so I can't,
Yikes.
it was awful.
So I've got a couple on here, a couple good ones on here. Kyle Warndorf said "The Chronic" by Dr. Dre.
Oh,
it's a very good album.
Unbelievable.
Steve Richmond said "Fair Warning" by Van Halen. Hop said "Guns N' Roses" "Appetite for Destruction."
Yes,
of course.
And Shauna Perez said "Kiss" Alive 2. So it must be a live album, also Alive 2. I think.
That one. Yeah.
So let's go around and pick some that we personally like. We'll go on a couple times if you want. Many be listening once they're all right. Said Fred's greatest hits. Ryan Miller said,
"Of course he did."
I'm too sexy for the. Okay, so Ed, name an album.
I mean, obviously, one of my favorite albums, Dark Side, but I'm going to say instead I'll go with Pink Floyd's Metal, the one right before Dark Side.
Okay,
I listen to that all the time.
Yep. Eric,
U2 Joshua Tree.
Yeah, that's a good album.
Willie,
I'm going with Billy Joel Glass Houses.
Nice. I'm gonna go with Pearl Jam Versus.
Okay,
it wasn't. We said it. Obviously.
Yeah. I was going to go to and come back around this way. Yeah, I was going to go Appetite again, but somebody just said it right at the end. Yeah. There's an old album. It's an old band, the Zombies from the '60s. The Oracle and the Odyssey. It's a cool concept album, but it's like in the '66. It's one of the first ones.
Okay,
cool. Rush Moving Pictures.
Okay.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm gonna go All in All.
Okay.
Really?
I'm gonna go with.
You like Earth, Wind, and Fire that much?
Yeah,
we saw him in concert.
I saw him. I saw him twice.
Yeah, they're good.
We saw him at
Ravinia.
It was cool.
It was awesome.
Good little party. It was fun. Drank too much.
Just a couple of years
ago. Was I drinking scotch that night for some reason?
Yeah, you were drinking scotch with Pete's buddy.
Yeah,
we kept calling him Jim John because
remember Lotsy.
I say that all the time. Every time we go to Little League Park, I'm like, Logan, what diamond you on? Lotsy. And he's just like, what?
Well, we were walking up and I'm the dumb guy because Heather and Eric have been there before. So I don't know how I answered your question. I could have said, yeah. Lady goes, have you been here? Have you guys been here before?
Scott goes,
and I go, no. And she's like, okay, well, when you guys are done, blah, blah, you need to come back to Lotsy.
She was like so
she talked
arrogant.
normal. Yeah, she was like, Lotsy. I was like, what? Okay, whatever.
I swear to God, I say that everywhere we go. If it's a soccer park, whatever, I say, what field are you on? Lotsy.
So albums again. I'll go with. I got to do it. Bon Jovi, "Slippery When Wet."
I was waiting for that.
It's a good album, though.
Yeah, it's a good album. It's a good '80s anthem album. It really is.
I got one from a band I go see it quite a bit. And Scott's been with me before. Carbon Leaf's "Indian Summer."
It's they're a good band too. Very good band. Entertaining. I'm glad
I listen to them quite a bit.
Very rarely have I seen a band I walk into. That's happened twice in my life. Twice.
Yeah.
And when I go to a band and I see them. And Carbon Leaf, we were going to see them only, but when you see a band, Will Hogue was one of them.
Yeah.
And then Carbon Leaf's second one that I actually was like, oh, pretty good. And I got a couple albums right after I got home. I downloaded a few of their things. It was, they're very good. They're fun, entertaining. They're entertaining bunch of guys too. It's fun to watch. Talented, entertaining guys.
Yeah. Well, I'll take the guy you were just talking about, Will Hogue, and it's Anchors.
Yeah, it's a good new album too.
Night at the Opera, Queen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a classic.
Queen, Willie. That's a good one, buddy. Man, there's so many out
This is turning into a snake draft now.
Yeah, we should have done a snake draft. Oh, look, I got my CDs all over here. CDs. Look at all the CDs I have.
Wow, CDs.
Damn, there's so many good ones. I don't know.
So many.
Go ahead. I go again. I'm just thinking.
One I listen to all the time. Grateful Dead, "Reckoning." It's an acoustic set from 1980.
The Police, "Synchronicity."
Good album too.
Very good.
That's very
saw
good
those guys 4 times.
Oh, I never saw him. I love that.
Great.
That bunch of great albums, but that one always stands out to me.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Matthew Sweet, "Girlfriend."
Ooh, I saw him in concert.
Yeah.
I saw him with the Indigo Girls.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're an interesting.
I'm gonna throw out Aerosmith, "Pump."
That's a great album too.
Very good album.
Sure.
Man, Aerosmith's underrated, even though they're rated really high.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're kind of right.
We never bring them up. We don't bring them up too much.
No.
How great they are.
Yep.
Let's wrap this up. We want to do one more?
I got nothing left.
I was going to say, I don't know. I know
that
Van Halen was mentioned, but 1984 is a great album.
Yeah, that's a pretty good album. I agree. Well, you got any more?
No, I don't.
You don't.
that you listen to all the time. Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of greatest hits because I'll listen to INXS's greatest
Well,
hits.
sure. You're
the
not
Beach
skipping through any
Boys,
of
you
that.
know, and
But it's a good question
But
because
it's
what do you not skip through?
Right.
Because there's some great albums, but then
I mean, you
start
can listen
skipping.
like I love Pink Floyd, so I can listen to "Wish You Were Here" or
But there's some songs you might
Animals
skip
even.
through, though.
What about any Dead? Because you like the Dead.
You mentioned, didn't
Okay.
you?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
I'll listen
sorry.
to Working Man's Dead or
That's a good one.
American Beauty's a great album, one of their old ones.
Yeah.
But the Dead are hard to listen to all the way through. I fall asleep right away.
Mm-hmm.
They're boring.
They're mellow.
It's hard at the concert.
They're
you know?
mellow.
The concert, if it wasn't for all the pot smoke, keep me awake.
I've got a couple more.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've got Shine Down the Sound of Madness. It's a very good album. Another one, very underrated band. That's a shame the guy's dead. Stone Temple Pilots Core.
Yeah,
was a
Core is
very good
great.
album. A very good album. Seen it in concert. Guys have seen it in concert too, so legit. So yeah,
I keep telling you every time we bring
we
him
could
up,
go all
we
night.
got to get Chris LaBelle on here to tell his story about partying with Scott Weiland for 3 days in Florida.
Okay. Hey, we need to get Jace down here.
Yeah.
Here, go get the beer.
Yeah, I'll
Do
get the beer I'm gonna-
first.
yeah.
Yeah, run and get the beer. We're gonna
Okay.
keep rolling.
Oh, you're
Go
gonna keep rolling.
yeah,
Okay.
Go get it. We'll get Jace down here. Jace will come down. Ed wants to test him on our slang terms for our snake
we got a
draft and
bunch
see
of
what he does.
All right. Keep talking.
So yeah, we're gonna go. I gotta text Jay. Well, you got Jace's phone number on your phone? I got my something up. You got Jace's phone or no? I got it.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll text him. I'll text him. So anyway, our snake draft tonight we'll get to after Eric's beer, but our snake draft tonight is 80 slang terms. So we want to let Jace here and we're gonna let him tell us what he thinks they are as we go around them. But first we're gonna do the beer of the week. And that's going to be Eric. So let's do our intro. Not our intro, but you know what? Well, I can talk about this real quick. So for those people listening out there, I have been tasked with running a soccer tournament at the end of August, 27th through 29th, for the Rush Wisconsin Southeast Soccer Club. It's the Battle on the Border, and looking for sponsors. Somebody out there is interested in sponsoring it all. Get a hold of me. You can find me on Facebook, whatever. Or on the Basement Benchwarmers page, send me a message and we can get together there. But I'm looking for sponsors. You know anybody might be interested in sponsor, not just you. Let's put it out there for them. It's going to be a pretty big tournament. They're expecting to meet 150 and 200 teams to Anderson Soccer Fields coming for the weekend.
What days?
August 27th through 29th.
Oh, geez, I'm going to be out of town for that for sure.
So
I live like 2 blocks from there.
After you paint the fields.
Yeah, we'll paint the fields. That's my sponsorship.
So we'll be getting in a few months. That's coming here. It's coming Kenosha. So even if you're not involved, come stop down, have a hot dog or a burger or a brat. We're gonna have Kona Ice out there.
Nice.
Is this just girls or boys?
It's
too?
girls and boys. It's
Oh,
a
man.
mixture.
If I'm walking around there having a hot dog, I'm gonna get kicked out.
You ever see Ed eat a hot dog?
So Montreal 1-0 end of the first.
Yeah, Tony said.
Right.
Yep, Tony's got that up there.
Thank you, Tony.
So that is that's what's going on. So if anybody knows anybody out there, yeah, come on out, have a hot dog, or if anybody wants to sponsor, get a hold of me. And yes, we're getting stuff together right now, or so hopefully in the next few weeks we'll have the finishing touches. We'll be ready to go. But yeah, that's what's going on. So let's get to the beer and go from there. You're listening to the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Check us out on Facebook at Basement Benchwarmers, also on Instagram at Basement Benchwarmers, and on Twitter at Base Benchwarmers, and our email is basementbenchwarmers@gmail.com.
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
Well, beer is definitely good, and it's fun doing this beer of the week every week, and but it's also we like to drink other things too. And I think in the month of July, gentlemen, we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to do summer cocktails. And so every week we're going to take, everybody's going to present a different cocktail. So leading into that, I chose a beer that's kind of like a cocktail in a way. It's brewed in Neenah, Wisconsin. Neenah by Barrel 41. And it's called Masquerita. So it's kind of like we did the Founders Mas Agave. It's a tequila barrel-aged Imperial Gose. It tastes a lot like a margarita. It's a 10%. It's a bad boy. It's definitely, it's definitely an imperial beer. So it's fun to share with your
look at Ed's face,
your podcast coworkers here. So, but yeah, it's at Barrel 41, I think we've had a couple beers from them in Neenah, Wisconsin. So a lot of good craft breweries popping up in the state. Tons of them in Chicago area, of course. But yeah, if you see it, Festival Foods has it. It's a good summer beer, and I'm looking forward to doing the summer cocktails in July. So, cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Enjoy.
Ooh, that's a strong go say.
No, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah,
It's strong.
Yeah, it's decent.
Oh, before I forget, someone else just put an album on my page, and I have to say because it's a good one. Nick Sturch, that Eminem show.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
that's a good one too.
There's so many. It's just we could seriously have talked about. We could have a whole podcast.
We should. What we could do is we did a lot. We should break it down and like you have to pick one from each genre.
Yeah, we kind of
rock,
did. Kind of do that.
Rock, pop.
Oh, we did a decade
rap,
worth. Yeah,
and whatever the fourth.
Oh,
one.
hell yeah.
That'd be cool to do.
Yeah.
That'd be something different. Maybe do. Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't have a lot of rap in
write
my
that down.
roster.
Write that idea down.
Make that note.
Yeah, that and best TV dramas.
I have that.
We haven't done it yet, though.
Yeah, because you weren't going to be here and we didn't do it that night.
Country music.
You never came back to
Country.
it.
Best country.
Yeah, I can do that. I like some country.
It's tough, but it sounds bad. And I gave Chris Groves problem, but Garth Brooks Hits is a great album.
Yeah,
I know it's hits.
You can't do it.
But it's a great.
It's
It really is a
disqualified.
great album. It really is. So he said country, and Toby Keith has a couple good ones out there.
Save it. We're gonna do a show on it.
Yeah, we'll do a whole show.
We'll all wear
just
cowboy hats, shit kickers, and cowboy hats.
So what? I have to wear the same thing I always wear?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a cowboy hat, but other than that,
Ed wears
He wears the chaps.
Isn't that? Wasn't that?
Yeah, you got to wear underwear under my seats.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that
no
in
assless.
Step Brothers? But yeah, he wears the shit out of that cowboy hat.
So you said the two ideas were best TV dramas and best 80s music genres?
Or just music
No,
genres.
just best,
or
no,
best
no,
albums
best
from
albums
the
from
genre.
genre. So
Yeah,
like we'll pick a genre
Best
on.
albums.
Maybe next time we'll do a snake draft of something like
we won't
that.
do like classic rock because obviously we just went through like a thousand.
Unless
But
it's
let's find the
or
other
do
ones.
maybe it could get stuck too. So yeah, we'll do something. We'll figure it
We
out.
grab some rap or some country.
Why don't we
and-
do best greatest hits albums?
Jesus.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
legit,
hey,
though. That's
see?
legit.
That'd be
Because then
good,
like
yeah.
the Beatles would be on there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what?
The
The
Wheels
Elvis for sure.
Yeah,
Greatest hits.
Oh, his
Because I guess
Yeah,
I give.
baby.
You know what? I gotta apologize to girls because in a way though the ones he named, like the Beatles, all their great songs are like all over the place. Like they have a few on each album. There's never they have a couple good albums, but their best come from like it's all over because they did it back in those days. They wouldn't have like they have two good singles that would come out and the rest would just be an album. Like Elvis was the same way. Like you think about it. That's
Well,
how it
yeah,
was.
even the Beatles. If you sat down like their great albums, like Sgt. Pepper's or
Yeah,
even like Revolver.
there's 4 or 5. You'd be like,
you get a couple songs in there where you're like, this is absolute horseshit.
You could let the White Album run. I
another
think.
underrated band that's kind of like
there's still some
Yeah, that's
crappy
a good
songs
album.
on there.
I hate to say the Beach Boys, another band that did some good
Their
stuff.
greatest
Yeah.
hits is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you think about it.
I
Or
mentioned
Sure.
that.
like the Four Seasons bands, like back in
Yeah.
because the 50s bands, they never did great albums. They always had these singles, and they made the greatest hits. Like,
Yeah.
That's why I was saying
so
that.
I apologize. I apologize to Groves.
Yeah, that album I
Sorry,
said,
Mr.
the Oracle
Groves.
and the Odyssey, was one of those first concept albums. Like the Beach Boys had Pet Sounds,
Oh yeah.
which is a great album too, but it's not. There's shit in there that's garbage.
Well, they
too.
were all high and
Yeah, they
stoned
were-
and all the gourds when they wrote that album.
Yeah, Brian.
That was weird
Brian
for
Wilson was
musicians.
sitting in a beach in his
How about like
living
the
room.
Temptations or Four Tops?
See, they didn't release albums.
Okay,
They,
you
like
know
A
what?
and B sides.
I know he was a weird human being,
Mhm.
but how about Thriller?
Yeah, Thriller was a great. It's a great
yeah.
album.
No, it is a good album. Oh, well, you know, Prince, Purple Rain.
Oh yeah,
Oh, gosh,
My gosh,
yeah.
how do we not?
There's a
Nobody
whole-
mentioned that one because that one you could let run.
Purple Vein. I didn't hear what you said.
Purple Vein.
Was it in the
Like
80s?
chicken.
Like
I don't know.
chicken.
Was this? This wasn't even an '80s topic.
No.
I thought it was.
It was
we're talking
opposite-
80s slang. That's right.
Oh, hey. Can we please move on to the
Did you-
80s?
let's
slang?
do, let's
Are
do
we
some
waiting for
80s
Jace?
Hey, let's do some
Jace,
80s.
where
Let's
the
do some
hell are
80s
ya?
slang. Willie goes slippery and wet. Yeah, I don't know where Jace is. I guess Jace ain't coming down. So no Jace.
We'll do it next
fine.
week.
Yeah, no, we can maybe go.
I'm prepared.
No, we're ready. We're gonna do this now. Let's go. We're ready to go. So we're gonna do our snake draft, which is greatest 80s slang. So
This is
Ed,
stuff we used, right?
well, anything, yeah, anything. So go ahead, Ed, you can start us up.
I used to use all the time. No duh.
No, yeah.
I used to use that all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Bodacious.
Bodacious.
I heard Eric say he said it yesterday.
Willie.
I'm gonna go gag me with a spoon.
Used to say that.
No, yeah.
Gag me with a Ginsu.
Moon
Unit.
Moon Unit Zappa did. I had the album.
That's a good album too. Valley.
We didn't know
Girl.
we had to
Valley
qualify
Girl.
what we actually said. That wasn't in the email.
He was such a beast.
How about gnarly?
Yeah, that's
Gnarly's good.
How about you said? What'd you say, Ed?
Here's somebody coming.
That's what she said.
Oh, geez, there he is.
Oh, okay, Jay, sit down.
We gotta plug him in.
Do we need to start over?
Oh, I got more stuff to send him too.
Yeah. So plug yourself in.
We'll review.
What we're gonna do to you is
we'll send you some terms and things that from the 80s, and you can try and explain what they are.
Are you on?
He's gotta be plugged in here.
Yeah, you gotta plug yourself in. You're all unplugged. So anyway, what we're doing is giving 80 slangs terms. You're gonna tell us what you think they mean.
Because there's some that you're not gonna know.
It's going down. It's a mess.
That's what she said.
I gotta fix the microphone.
He's yelling timber. That was a great album.
Oh yeah. you said no duh.
No duh.
Okay, doesn't. Okay. So my
Oh my God. Are you
What is going on over here?
Jesus.
Jeez.
Spastic.
Airhead.
What a spaz.
Poser.
That was awesome.
All right, we're done.
We went through them all.
Okay,
I've been saying them the whole show.
I
Nobody's
know.
been
Okay, so-
listening.
Nobody cares.
Hello? I know. Hello?
Yeah,
No.
you're on. Okay.
Hey,
so
Jace.
so Willie, what was your first one? We'll go with no, mine. My last one was we'll skip that. So we're gonna go. Here's my new one. It's Ralph. What does Ralph mean in the 80s?
Roll up.
Okay.
Nice job.
Good, I gave you
wow.
an easy one. That was like a lot.
Yeah, that was
Okay, go ahead, Willie.
Hella.
What's hella mean, Jace?
Good time.
yeah, pretty close. I mean, like extra good.
The adverb was a lot of or very extremely really. So yeah, I'll give you that. One hell of a headache. It's hella.
Don't answer this, just nod, but bite me.
Is that the? Wait. Wait.
You
what?
knew that was anyway.
Well, you bite somebody's finger.
No, it's what you tell somebody. They'd be like,
Why don't you bite me?
"Yeah, you're like Eric. You're
Have
so
you ever heard anybody say
you're,
that?
You're fat," and he goes,
Bite
"Just
me.
bite me." So
It's like F you basically.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you can say it in front of people.
yeah, I got a few. I mean, we got a few more here. You got some?
You get back to back.
Oh, okay.
Just snake draft.
Was
Oh, Eric
what
gets
about
extras.
fugly? That's an 80s term.
Effing ugly.
Okay, he's
I've heard that on TV shows.
okay.
I don't even know what this one means, but tubular. It's totally tubular.
Oh, I've heard this on a TV show, and I've said that before. Really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Is from the Latin tubulus.
El tubulus.
That's right. I'm not making it up. It's right here.
It's going Latin on us. Shit.
Latin.
Use that in a
Latin.
Good job,
altar boy.
Can that word be used in a sentence?
Totally tubular. That's
You
what
are
I'm saying.
totally tubular.
Willie, go ahead.
Motor.
Oh, got him.
That's a good one. We used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
What is that, Jace? Motor.
That I don't know.
It's like when we're going somewhere.
Move
We got a
quick-
motor.
to move quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to go.
Let's go. We got a
I got
motor. Let's
Let's
go.
go. We got a motor. We're going down to the party at the Moon Tower.
How about grody? Someone say grody?
No,
Gross.
No, that's a good one.
That's yeah.
I give it a toss. My other one is someone take a chill pill.
No,
Take a
Calm
chill
down.
pill.
It's a good one.
Calm down.
Man, he's got these.
you gotta
down.
start bringing these back.
Yeah.
I got one.
How about
Go ahead.
faced?
Well, it's his turn.
Oh, I thought it was.
No,
I
no.
thought you said he went already.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
it's his,
This
and then-
freaking
Oh,
snake
it's
draft.
last
We've
time
done,
around.
we've done this for 66
I
weeks.
don't
Ed.
know.
Only
Tom
Eric.
Seaver.
Only Eric's messed that up.
Sorry.
That was week one.
I wasn't paying attention, but anybody say Ralph?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
That was
That
first
was
one.
like a minute
First
ago.
one. Okay. How about
Should took mine.
How about
Quick, his battery's going down.
you didn't hear this one? Gag me with a spoon.
I said that. Huh?
He didn't hear it, but he did say
I know.
it.
Yeah.
It is a real snake draft.
All right.
We are live.
How about eat my shorts?
Yeah. No, maybe someone.
Yeah, I don't think
No,
anybody saw it.
anybody
yeah.
didn't.
That's a
Jesus.
Bart Simpson thing.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's-
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let him answer.
Something's really good.
Eat my shorts.
That's kind of like.
It
Oh,
depends.
I thought it was like
No, it's like screw
the
you.
spoon.
Like
Yeah.
screw you a
I
little
thought we
bit.
were going with the spoon.
Oh no, gag me with a spoon is like no. It's like yeah, like you're
Gross.
like yeah.
A lot of these are still used. I mean,
Kind of.
because somebody said
Yeah, if you're
chill,
so-
somebody said chill
If you're
pill.
still using them, you're pretty cool.
But I mean, with that term Netflix and chill is still is used. That's
I mean,
it's a
it's-
chill
it-
pill.
it's not Netflix and take a chill pill.
That's true.
What do you got, Eric?
I mean, I have one from a movie that I really want to use.
Go ahead.
From the great 1985 classic Weird Science.
I thought you were gonna do Heather's.
Our favorite character Chet said, "You're stewed, buttwad." So what does buttwad mean?
Jackass.
I don't know. You got you got that one pulled up.
Wait. Yeah. Good.
Oh, okay.
Mint.
Like new, like fresh.
It used to be like awesome.
Awesome.
When we were like, yeah, this can is so mint.
Okay, yeah.
But it really means new, like you were saying. But yeah, we used to use it as a like awesome. Jinx.
We on round 5?
For you, yes.
No, I think we really are.
You say jinx.
I know what it is, but like I wouldn't like know how to explain it. Like
When we used it back in the 80s, you remember? We'd both say something at the same time, and you go jinx, jinx.
That was the whole saying.
like, you owe me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was like
It's like you jinxed, like you said together at the same
It was-
time.
yeah.
So yeah, it was
Okay.
bad luck.
Wait, here's one.
Oh,
Jace, you're a total poser.
These are all bad things.
Poser.
Copier.
More of like
loser.
Oh, I think it
Poser.
was you're fake. You're fake.
You're
yeah,
fake.
fake.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You're fake. Yeah.
You're an imposter.
Willie, any more?
I do.
Yeah.
Heinous.
That's like
Anus.
60s.
No, heinous.
Jeez, he's been watching my podcast. Nice. You got any or
No.
Okay, I got
like-
some other.
He's
No,
trying to
that was
answer
like
it.
that was a joke. Like mean, aggressive, something like that.
It's bad or disgusting. That's heinous.
All right, I got some other aid. It is. What's defender?
Oh, I know what you're doing. Okay. It's not.
It's not a word. It's,
Now it's something. It's a thing.
so this is all 80s terms now.
Isn't that a truck?
It's a video game. It was
I
one of
was
the
there.
first video games. One of the most complicated early video games.
Well, everything was complicated back then.
You guys got any other 80s stuff that he wouldn't know?
Willie got a good one right there.
I got one.
Mall rat.
You live at the mall. You shop all the time.
Yep.
How about moshing?
No clue.
Good one.
When
Well, Willie showed me like mosh pit.
Oh.
That's moshing.
Oh.
So-
I guess I've been moshing before.
yeah, so people would
Yeah, that Taylor Swift concert got wild.
after the Red album. People would sometimes say psych.
Yep. That's a
What
great
does that
one.
mean? When
Oh,
would they
like
say that? Like what was this?
JK.
Willie, give Jace
Like-
5 real quick.
Like the Cubs are up by
What's
5
that?
right now.
Give Jace
Psych.
5.
Here you can
Yep.
have my phone.
He says psych. Show Jace what psych is.
Yeah.
Give Jace 5.
Good. Here.
Oh, psych. Okay.
That was easy.
He didn't even know what you were talking about.
we used to punch each other in the nuts.
Yeah, it's like 2 for flinching.
He was thinking we were doing 20s slang terms.
How about Tiffany
How about
Amber
flapper?
Thiessen?
No clue.
Who's Tiffany Amber Thiessen?
No clue.
Oh, really?
Kelly Kapowski.
Yeah, jeez.
Jesus. How about what's a
bum?
no, is it actually trading?
How about new Coke?
Cocaine?
Wait, here's one. Defense in the NBA.
Detroit Pistons.
The Pistons.
Yeah.
Who are the Detroit Pistons?
I was going to say, hello, McFly.
Yeah, that's a good one. I know that. Never saw Back to the Future.
Back to the Fly.
I've never watched all of it.
You've seen all of them.
But we
all.
would say that
I've
randomly.
never watched
like,
all of it.
You've watched you watched them
Hello?
all one weekend that one time. You watched every single one.
I don't remember them.
You must not pay attention.
I got one here too.
You're probably pooping on your table.
Eric's got one.
Yeah, that's the ticket. What does that mean? Yeah.
Oh, I got one.
That's the
That might be a
ticket.
little older than the
Someone
80s.
answer that.
I don't know.
I don't think it's 80s, but go ahead.
What is
Go
it?
ahead.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's the
don't know.
ticket. That's the ticket.
Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. Well, he was a liar, a compulsive liar. It was a Saturday Night Live skit, but he would say, "Oh yeah, I was just out with Taylor Swift. Yeah, that's the ticket." Like he just would lie about, but he would always say that's the
You
ticket.
were?
Yeah.
It was
He said
John
that's the ticket.
John Lovitz
After the Red Album.
and he'd be like, "Yeah, I was just out today with my wife, Morgan Fairchild."
Morgan Fairchild.
He would just
yeah.
He would start
that's
off with
the ticket.
Sally and Morgan
How about
Fairchild.
swing? That's not. It might not be 80s, but I
I
still
don't know
like
what
it.
that is.
That's Austin Powers, probably.
No, Wayne and Garth.
Oh, Wayne and
Wayne's
Garth.
World,
Yeah,
Wayne's
yeah,
World,
I gotcha.
Swing.
How about
That was
have a
from the Super
cow?
When you see a girl walk by, swing.
That was from the
swing.
Super Bowl, right?
Well, they
That's
did a
Wayne's
commercial.
World?
Yeah,
That's
same
Wayne's
thing,
World,
yeah.
You never seen Wayne's World the movie? Ooh, watch it. It's funny.
Jace, don't have a cow.
That's a fit. Get mad
Oh.
about something. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom, our grandma's always said that.
What's a Walkman?
I still have one.
A Walkman.
It's a shoe, isn't it?
A shoe.
No,
Hey.
it's your personal music thing where you had
Oh.
one tape and it would play for 30 minutes and you'd have to flip it.
How about a Discman?
Yeah, the Discman was cool.
That's a CD.
That was the one, the newer one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Word.
Oh, you still say word now.
Yeah, everybody does.
I don't know. Explain it like drop the mic.
Okay, jeez. Go ahead, make my day. You don't even know what that is, do you?
No.
That's Clint Eastwood. How about Mork? What's Mork?
I don't know.
Grover, I'm getting there.
Boombox. I know what a boombox is.
Yeah.
He
You don't
had
know
a
what?
boombox.
Do you know what a Mork is?
No.
That was Robin. That was a Robin
Our
Williams.
umpire from our game this weekend is listening. Chris Holzman.
I was wondering who that was. Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris,
How
how
about-
are you?
How about? I don't want to give away Grover's.
Oh,
thing.
where's the beef is up here too.
It's getting there. Where's the beef?
Yeah, where's the beef? What's that from? What famous slogan is that? What company? Old lady, where's the beef?
God, you don't know
I've heard
anything
that.
about the 80s.
I've heard that.
It's a
too.
fast food company.
Arby's? That's not Arby's.
That would
No,
be
we
good.
have the meat. That's not.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
How about this?
Oh,
There was an
yeah.
old lady. She'd be like, they go, there was like the line of food, and she opens it up, and there's just a little patty, and she's like, "Where's the beef?"
Yep. I
And that
heard
went for years like that. How about you got another one or
No, go ahead. Come on.
Ghetto Blaster?
Ed?
Ghetto Blaster.
I have no clue.
Boom or
It's a
boom,
boombox.
boombox. Yeah.
That's right, Grover. I was working my way there. I was like,
I got one right here.
oh, I got a good one yet.
Stoked.
Oh, excited.
Okay.
I got what's a padiddle? Oh my
It's a
god.
priest back in the 60s.
A pre-diddle. That's a pre-diddle.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, a padiddle. That's a one headlight car.
Oh,
Then you get to like you yell padiddle. I think you get to punch everybody in the car or something,
See,
didn't you?
He said priest, and I was thinking it was a pedophile.
Well, that's what the diddle part.
All right, I got one for you. I'm gonna spell it for you though. PHAT. How would you say that?
That?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one, Willie. You got him stumped there.
You say to the women, you go, "You're fat." PHAT.
But not the
Yeah, you're fat. PHAT.
I
That's
feel like,
right,
I feel like
Yeah,
that's
go
more,
say
I
that
feel
to
like
a
that's more
girl.
90s.
So
But spell it after real quick.
yeah, but it's something it's desirable.
Jason be like, "You're fat." FAT.
Man, she's-
Wait, hold on.
What?
Smack.
She is fat.
What's Ponch? Or who is Ponch?
I don't know.
Chips. You ever see the show Chips?
No.
This is crazy. These kids don't know anything about our.
Oh,
What's Qbert?
I don't know.
It's a video game.
He's Sonic's dad.
How about this dickweed? Jace, you're a dickweed.
Like like a dumbass.
Yeah, you're
Right.
good. There.
Okay.
I only got a couple more. We'll get
Who
out.
was Night Ranger?
Isn't that from Kit?
Good job.
Ah, I know that from The Office.
What's a thrasher? You might still have them.
Isn't that a brand?
No, yeah, it is a brand. But what's a back when we were in school? in the
Skateboard?
Yeah, it's a skateboarder type, biker type. You
I
know.
I was a thrasher.
Were you really?
Oh yeah.
You were a skateboarder?
I had a Sims Stob because there was a skater, but the last name was Staub.
But you were a skateboarder.
I was a
Rusty Staub.
Awesome skateboarder.
He had the Rusty Staub skateboard.
Yeah. I was more of a street
Rusty
level,
Knob?
like street level, not the
He
half
doesn't know
pipe.
what
But I
Rusty
was,
Staub is.
I was like,
I
was radical.
You were rad.
I was rad.
Oh, that was a
I
great
totally
movie.
rad.
Watch Rad.
I never saw it.
Oh, ask Hop. He's seen it.
Oh yeah,
That's the bike riding one.
One more.
Have you ever heard of the movie Breakin'?
Oh, that's a good movie too. That's
Electric Boogaloo. What did they do in Breakin'?
Never seen it.
Have you ever heard of breakdancing?
Yeah.
I have a videotape of Josh Holick breakdancing somewhere. I got to find this thing. We can put it on the
who are the
podcast.
two guys in Breaking?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it's like
they never really were
Diesel.
famous.
No,
Their name. Yeah, Diesel and was it Nitro?
Nitro. It's something
Nitro
like
and
that.
Diesel.
One more, As If.
As
What movie is
That's a
that
good
from?
Clueless. Was that
Good job.
80s or 90s?
That was 90s.
I feel like that is a
Oh.
great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Clueless is an awesome
Yeah,
movie.
when she bangs her brother.
As if.
In the end,
And who is her brother?
I know who it is. I can't remember.
Who's the actress that passed away that was in there?
Brittany
Murphy.
Yeah,
Brittany
she was
Murphy,
good.
yeah,
she was
yeah.
good.
Yep.
She was
Paul
good.
Rudd.
Do you know who Teddy
Paul Rudd,
Ruxpin is?
No.
He was a bear that talked. And the only last, I'll give you an easy one. You guys probably still use this one. She's fine.
Oh yeah.
We used to say that all the
No,
time.
she's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that what you say now? She's hot.
No.
So what do you say now when
She's fine.
you still say that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys say bitchin' at all?
Yeah. Our teacher said that to us
Do
before.
you call people airheads?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of.
How about
there's-
koosh? How about a koosh ball?
Koosh-lash.
What's that?
Koosh-lash.
That's all those burners would sit out there, and it was like a
Oh, burner.
What about
it's hacky
burner?
sack.
I was gonna say
Hacky
hacky
sack.
sack. You know what a hacky
It's like
sack
a-
is?
it's like a
Hacky sack.
But
a
burner,
koosh
the
ball's like a
burner is a good
rubber
one.
hack.
How about Coob?
And moving on.
So our next topic, we're moving on. So we're gonna move on to
Rushmore.
we'll move on to our Mount Rushmore, and it is the NFC or NFC South tonight. So we're gonna start off with let's start with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and go with them. So the NFC South, Ed, you are first.
Holy cow, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, I don't know. They all sucked.
Oh, really?
Really?
I don't know.
There's some decent defensive players over the years.
I'm trying.
Who's the
Derek
G-
Brooks. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there
You go.
Yeah.
Oh, just a Hall of Famer. Warren Sapp.
There you go,
There you go. Yeah.
Willie.
I'm gonna go with guy that wore some of the ugliest uniforms is Leroy Selman.
Leroy
Selman
Selman's
brothers.
I'm gonna go with that's tough. I'm gonna go with work done. Actually,
Yeah,
work
good
done.
one.
Go on the offside of the ball.
Yeah.
Work done. Work done. So next team, we'll go with the Atlanta Falcons. So who do we got? Eric, you go first.
It's a tough. I mean, there's not a ton there, but I'm going to take. It was probably it's definitely their best draft pick ever, Deion Sanders.
Okay.
I mean, he was there 6 years, 7 years, but Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Willie.
I'm gonna go with Mike Vick.
Yeah, I like that. I got him on the list here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Julio Jones.
Good one.
Put Julio Jones.
And I'll go Matt Ryan.
There you go. Good. Who is? I know. I'm gonna do this.
Matt Bryant got missed there. Got to get a kicker in.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
I'm trying to think who's the other team. I know the Saints, but who's the other team besides the Saints?
You
there?
got
I'm missing.
the Panthers.
Okay, the Carolina Panthers. Do the Panthers now? Go ahead. We'll go with Willie first.
Steve Smith.
I'm gonna go with Luke.
Senior.
I'm gonna go with Luke Kuechly.
I have no idea.
That's a good one.
Luke Kuechly.
I don't even know anybody
Come
on the
on.
Panthers.
Well, I would pick the obvious one because he was great when he played with them.
Former quarterback.
Cam Newton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'd be a
I
good pick. Yeah, yeah.
MVP.
I got Julius Peppers.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And I will start with. I get to go first for the Saints. Wow, this is a tough.
Oh gosh, what do you
Who
do?
do I pick? Man, Bobby Aber or Drew Brees? I'll go Drew Brees. I'll take Drew Brees.
I don't know any of these players on any of these teams. I'll take Peyton Manning's dad.
Man, you're a poser.
Archie. I have no idea. I was so unprepared.
This guy was a badass offensive lineman, Willie Rofe.
Oh,
Nice, great pick. I haven't picked no offensive line. Take it off for me. I like it. I always pick offensive lineman and pick one. Good call.
Ricky Jackson.
Good one.
Oh, Rick. You know what? I give a shout out to didn't Sam Mills represent them too for a while?
Sam Mills was on the Panthers and Saints.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I like Sam.
When
Mills.
wasn't he on our USFL list?
Oh, he was too.
Yeah, he was one of the best USFL
back-to-back mentions for Sam Mills, friend of the show. Sam Mills,
friend of the show, number 51, I believe.
So that was the NFL Mount Rushmore tonight. So I got another thing to talk about.
Are we doing jersey numbers? Sam Mills, 51.
69.
69.
Who's 60 now? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say honorable mention. John Gruden for the Buccaneers.
Oh, that's a good call.
I like that call.
I like this kid.
Tom Brady.
I like this kid.
Yeah. I was even thinking Ricky Williams for the Saints.
How about Mike Evans? He's been there for
I
years.
had some names that didn't get mentioned. How about on the Falcons, Jamal Anderson?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Great running back.
Yep.
Billy White Shoes Johnson. I don't know. Steve Bartkowski.
I had Rondé Barber as a Buccaneer. And we didn't mention John Lynch either.
Oh, John Lynch. Yeah, that's a good call.
Oh, Devontae Freeman for the Falcons.
Meh.
Short career.
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to take him. He was good when he played, but he wasn't that long
He was
enough.
great for like 2 years.
How about Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah.
Just a little nudge because
He only had like 4 years there.
he's a Hall of Famer though. Still, and he had good years there. It wasn't like washed up.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
He did have good years there.
He
He
retired
broke his
right.
records there.
Yeah. How about Greg Olson for the Panthers?
Yep.
Jared Allen for the Panthers.
And Greg Olson's
Jared Adams would be the Vikings.
Greg Olson's son is doing well.
doing
The
good.
transplant
Yeah,
went well.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
That's good.
Where will he go?
Bathroom.
I don't know.
He goes off again. Wait, is he?
How about let's just happy Father's Day to Greg Olson.
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
It's a Greg Olson.
Nice.
Yep.
Do we have any other football news, like local football news or anything?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about next. Is it? Oh, you know what? We gotta do something for you first, and I forgot.
What's that?
Your thinger.
Shower
Oh,
stall.
am I doing that still? I can wait until next.
Oh, we'll do it now. We
No,
got
it's like a
time. We got
5-hour
time.
show.
Ready?
Oh,
No, we'll add another hour.
So here we go.
Everybody into the shower! Anybody in the shower in 10 seconds gonna get fined $100! Larry!
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi,
Get in
5
there!
Mississippi,
Hurry it up!
6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi.
Well, when I was a kid, we celebrated the 4th of July on the 4th of July. What is the deal with all these white trash pyrotechnic engineers starting their celebrations on Cinco de Mayo nowadays? Every weekend, they're out blowing up shit for about 2 hours. Rain, drought, snow, it doesn't matter. Annoying explosions right after sunset. Don't get me wrong, I love fireworks and explosions. In fact, I have pounds of tannerite out in my truck right now. Just in case, but there's a time and a place for explosions. Just because you are flush in stimulus money, it does not mean you have to buy a box full of whistling bungholes, spleen splinters, whisker biscuits, honky lighters, Hoosker do's, Hoosker don'ts, cherry bombs, and Nipsey daisers with the scooter stick. Next time, take that stimmy and get your tribal tattoo removed. Your trailer park's nowhere near Samoa. And then these troglodytes don't exclusively celebrate the 4th of July. Oh, no, not even close. These mouth breathers celebrate anything and everything that happens in their mundane lives. Many times it's not even a good moment. Like that time Doc Hollywood closed the deal with that hot chick on the boat under the fireworks. Remember that? That was epic. That's worthy of fireworks. She did end up with Tommy Callahan a few years later, but that's not here nor there. Anyways, these pyromaniacs put on their best wife beater and run to the fireworks tent for every major event that comes up in their lives. When their 19-year-old successfully completes the 8th grade, they pull out the mortars and let everyone in a 10-mile radius know that their kid completed remedial geometry and is now prepared for employment at the county fair. When their daughter has a successful parole hearing for her meth charges, that they celebrate her being reunited with her children by firing off their 4-foot-tall hammer of thunder during an extreme drought. Did somebody say it's Juneteenth Day? Well, what better way to celebrate the emancipation of slaves than with large fiery explosives? But remember, we only celebrate the emancipation of slaves in this country, not the slaves in China who make LeBron's new shoes, or the child slaves in Africa picking cacao for Nestle, or the slaves digging precious metals for your new iPhone 13. Those slaves don't matter yet. The silver lining is that the constant explosions usually taper off around Labor Day, which is ironic since few of these dunces even have jobs.
So Ryan Miller said greasers and socs for Chris Gross goes, I think it's hilarious that Wilson has a tape of everything. If it's ho-ho breakdancing, all the better. Chris Holzman said that Warren Sapp, and Jess Ziegel said, replying to Chris Holzman, got to give me one of those shirts. So yeah, maybe next year we'll get you one up there. Jess, are you from...
What shirt are we talking about?
Jess, are you
Basement
from
Benchwarmers?
what do you call it? Family... Well, what's the show with Jess, Uncle Jess? I can't know. I don't see if Jess. I can't tell by the picture if it's
the Dukes of Hazzard.
Uncle Jesse is
Uncle Jesse. Yeah,
the Full House.
Yeah, Full House.
Oh, that Uncle.
I
Jesse.
can't see if Jess is.
She's in prison.
I can't see by her picture here or his. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. So
I can't.
This
see
is
it.
lady friend.
It's hard to tell. Oh, maybe it is. No, we're applying to him.
Do we know Jess?
No, Jess. It's
Oh,
Jess.
Jess.
She knows Chris though.
She knows Chris. What does she want? Got to get me one what?
A shirt. A bench warmer shirt. The umpire that's on Chris was our umpire in the game. He wore a bench warmer shirt during championship game while we were winning. He wore a bench warmer shirt.
Nice.
He did. From this place or the restaurant?
Jess is my nickname,
No.
she says. Or he.
No, from
So is it
tournament.
is Jess your nickname for Jessica?
Jess is my nickname.
So anyway, we'll find out in a minute. But so the big story, the
Hi,
other
Jess.
story Ed's alluding to from local sports football is the Chicago Bears are discussing moving to Arlington Heights, on the area where the Arlington racetrack was, right? Arlington Heights. That's Arlington Heights.
Yes, yes.
So they're talking about it. Well, this came about. Their lease with Chicago, because the Bears are the only team in the NFL that don't own their stadium. We all know that. I've talked about it a couple times.
Great business.
Yeah, awesome. And they still are ranked in the top 8, I think we looked up, and there were 7 or 8. So they got their own stadium. But I don't know. They'd probably be in the top 5, probably at least.
Maybe.
I don't know. No, Justine, my family and coworkers all come. Okay, Justine. Okay, so
Hi,
Jess, I'm sorry, you are. We'll get you a shirt though. We'll get you one.
Yes.
We'll get you one. Anyway, so they want to move there, and after this all happened, the mayor of the lovely city of Chicago came out and said, what exactly was I got this right? She said, instead of trying to move, maybe the Bears should try to be relevant in October.
October.
Because
They usually are.
Well, and that's not the point. When I first saw it, I was like, I looked at it and I was like, okay. And the first thing I thought, I wasn't upset that she said it, because maybe she might be a huge sports fan and she doesn't like when the Bears lose, and she possibly is.
She has season tickets,
but yeah,
she does.
Okay, so question I have, well, Ed, you said it perfectly.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's complaining that they're not relevant in October and worry about this stuff, and it's like, well, maybe they're afraid of getting shot down there because of the crime in your city.
Yeah,
because you failed to address that challenge.
I failed to find the humor of a woman that there are people being shot left and right in her city every day, and she's worried about the Bears record in October. Yeah, whatever. I now to this part about them moving. Let's get off Beetlejuice and let's get to a point that's something with them moving. I've heard so many stupid people saying, "Oh my God, they shouldn't do a blah." What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a chance to build a retractable stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And concerts, Final Fours, Big Ten championship games for the football. There's so many things that can happen in that stadium, and you'll have, huge tailgating lots possibly. So actually, you can tailgate now in Chicago, but it'd be more open.
Mm-hmm.
You can maybe put up a tent. They won't yell at you if you put up a tent in their parking lot like they do now. So I just think that if I was the Bears and they can afford it, you buy out your lease and get out of Chicago, because you know what. They won't let you put turf in because they got to pay someone to cut the grass, because someone's uncle's brother's cousin needs to cut the grass every week and paint the line. So the problem is that you get out and make a stadium that is like LA's new stadium or the Raiders stadium or it'll never be like the Cowboys. That's just too big.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
Yes, you make an experience and you make it. It's a part of a show.
We need to invest in the suburbs.
Yeah.
But Soldier Field is just the problem is it's not big enough, and its location is incredible. Do not get me wrong. The lakefront on a nice fall day out there having a cookout, seeing the Lake Michigan, it's awesome. It's one of the best places to be. But
January 3rd.
Well, it's not even that. It's just getting there. It's just getting there. It's just getting there and leaving is tough sometimes. You get to the suburb. It's gonna be hard to get in and out of Arlington Heights when the game. Yeah, it'll probably be whole traffic. They're not gonna go away, but it's gonna be a lot more fluid. I have a funny feeling.
So on Waddle and Sylvie today, did you listen to any of this part of the show where they're talking about that, where they're thinking about looking for somebody may want to buy into the Bears and 2 or 3%.
Yeah, I heard.
I think it could happen.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is that the McCaskies have to sell, and then they'll move because no owner's going to buy the team and stay down there. There's no way. It's not to make money back of what they're going to buy that team for. You have to move and have your own facility and make money off of like a normal team. There's no way. It's not, the investment isn't right if you go and pay billions of dollars for a team that you're basically, and I'm going to pay rent on a stadium. It makes no sense. I mean, made great sense 20 years ago, 30 years ago because it was cool. I mean, football wasn't like it is now. Football is it's $1 billion, it's $1 trillion business almost with every team involved. It's crazy. So I don't know. I think moving would be the best thing for them.
Yeah, it's sad. It would be sad to see them not in downtown Chicago. That's one thing. But, there's probably a reason why the Giants and Jets play in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Boys play in what's out?
Arlington.
Yeah, because they probably have the same crap that they were dealing with. Now they don't have to deal with it anymore. And it's traffic. It's the neighborhoods having to deal with the city, all that stuff. It makes some sense. I'm thinking of trying to picture, and I didn't look at where are they looking at Arlington Heights? I mean, where
on the racetrack?
Oh,
so right on the side of the highway there.
It's gonna be right there. It's gonna
be
easy
access in and out from the interstate.
It'll be basically the racetrack will basically be the stadium. That's what they're saying. It'll be plopped down because the racetrack's big enough to do that. I mean, the racetrack's like a mile around.
Yeah, you got plenty of property there. Okay.
And they have all the grants. So
and then you have your parking. And you have everything. And start building hotels and everything right there.
Little
restaurants.
Wrigleyville area type down there.
Yeah.
You'd have bars and restaurants you could put right there. It'd be. And if I was the Bears, I look at Arlington and say, it's tax free. We're not paying a dime for that land if we're moving there, because we're going to pay for the land, but I'm not paying taxes ever again because I'm going to make you a ton of money.
Oh, sure.
Arlington will become one of the richest suburbs in Chicago if they have a team there because of all the. And it's going to be sports fans that are. Overall, you're not bringing in it's not casinos where people are freaked out about casino people and all that. Whatever. Has there
been any protest or negativity from residents of Arlington Heights?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard.
Yeah, I haven't heard
anything. That you won't get.
But the racetracks there already. But it's not. It wouldn't be as
not to the same level.
You're only going to
8-9 times.
You're going to have 10 times and plus or 9 because they only want to play one. Preseason game now.
Well, now it's 17 games. Too.
And you have the extra one, but you could have playoff games, whatever. But then you'd have probably, I'd say 10 to 15 extra dates maybe with concerts and like Monster Jam and things like that would come there. I mean, you'd have those extra. And
if you do it right, if you plan it out right, there should be no protest against it. Because the way that they design stadiums, it's almost like they're designing now not just a stadium, but they're designing a district.
Yep.
Yeah. Like what we're seeing.
How they're doing
Milwaukee. Exactly. And so people should be into that really. It's part of their then it becomes part of their outdoor living really. If they live in that town and they can walk or take a a shuttle bus or something over to the stadium area, and then they have a whole district full of restaurants and stuff like that. I think it's
they were talking today. They were saying about they should in Chicago just build parking garages, and the guy made a great point. He's like, you build a parking garage on land down there in Chicago, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. You'll never make your money back from 10 games a year, maybe 12 or whatever you can get with most playoff games.
Sure.
You're never going to make your money back on it because you can't do anything else in that stadium. It's not your stadium. They have 3 concerts a summer maybe because they have a summer, and then so you're building a parking garage where to get parking, as that's people are complaining about. That's one of, like you were saying, but the parking garage, and you think about it, won't make the money back ever. You pay for that. You got to pay for the property to build it, and then build a parking garage. It's I can't imagine how much it is to build a parking garage. It's a lot of cement. Cement's not cheap. No. And then you're going to buy the land in Chicago. Yeah, or what they should do, Eric's, don't leave downtown. Okay, just let them buy Grant Park.
There you go. Pave it. Could be waiting.
Boom. Put the stadium right there.
The stadium there.
Well, build it right there.
Right in the softball fields there.
Yeah.
They were saying that,
and then tear down Soldier Field and make that parking.
In the softball field.
And a softball field.
No, they were saying that Arlington, the area there is big enough to have a stadium and still have a racetrack.
Oh.
Chris Hull's been saying they gotta go big.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
They are landlocked and can't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. You need to build and go big. So
makes sense. Maybe they'll get a quarterback.
That's the best call you made all weekend.
What about Jody striking out with? Oh, that was the other ump.
Yeah, that was the other ump. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's I just brought that up because I just thought the whole political person jumping in that has can't even run a city is talking about a team with how they run their team. So whatever.
How did she get elected? You always hear this, well, you made that choice, you got to live with it. But she was probably the best choice when you think about it of the candidates.
Yeah.
So that's what we got to pick. I always equate this to I got a little analogy I always use is, can you imagine going to a restaurant and the waitress comes up and she goes, "Oh, we have 2 entrees tonight. We have diarrhea and we have vomit." And you're like, "Ooh,
That's Ralph. That's Ralph.
yeah, that's Ralph." And it's like, "Oh, I don't know. That's kind of your choices in politics."
Are they served warm or cold?
Yeah. So you're like, "Oh,
Big diff.
I'll take the diarrhea then." And she goes, "Well, you get 2 sides with that." And I'm like, "Oh God, I'm taking corn and grape skins, because that's what the hell. I'm just gonna choose not to eat because I'm getting diarrhea and vomit in every choice." I don't know. That's the diarrhea sounds delicious. I'll have that.
Diarrhea.
Cha. Okay, so
that's the state of politics.
Yeah, that's it. So it's been a good show, guys.
It's been real.
It's been a good show. We never have enough topics when we have a lot of talk about. It's always good.
Mm-hmm. Did you see a tornado in Chicago?
Yeah, Naperville.
Yeah, it was right by the Bears Stadium.
Yeah,
if it gets built.
It was pretty bad too. It was good.
Yeah.
It was a big tornado.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
F3.
It was so crazy on the south side of Chicago. They were actually the bullets were blowing straight and actually hitting their intended targets. Sorry.
Chris just said, "I'm gonna remember that next time I see you at the 4 game." And looks like he has a red face. He's having a heart attack or he's mad. I don't know what that red face means. I'm not sure. It's
Somebody
so red.
check on Chris.
Someone check on Chris. Check his pulse. Lay down. Relax.
Yeah. One of our sponsors is aspirin.
Yikes.
Item like this. Did you see what Javi got benched for yesterday?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Oh, you did talk about that.
Yeah, would you just show up?
Yeah, I did.
He was studying for the 80s.
If you would be here on time.
Oh, and did you bring something up on how Ben Simmons was shooting?
Yeah.
Do we need to?
Yeah, we should because
we're not shooting. How about not shooting?
Maybe the tornado.
Oh yeah, we talk about Doc Rivers.
Everything Doc Rivers touches turns to gold.
I have a stat.
Okay, he's got a stat.
Wait, hold on.
My God.
Benchwarmers hot seat.
Okay, go ahead.
Doc Rivers has 29 losses with a chance to clinch a playoff series, the most losses by a head coach in NBA history. His .341 win percentage is the worst all time among coaches with 20+ games.
I think we could do better. There's no doubt.
And wow, and he keeps getting hired.
And Jason Williams was talking about him on that talk show on ESPN in the morning. I can't remember.
He's a joke.
And he's like going, "I love Doc Rivers, but man, he just cannot win that game that he needs to."
And this year, the problem is, on paper, they were the better team. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, and in a lot of years, he's had teams. They were the better team. The Clippers team was good. He had they were 2 or 3 years younger each guy.
Even with the Celtics, when he won the one championship, and they went back one other time, they lost to the Lakers, but they just never could. Even with the big 3.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't think people respond. I don't think the players respond well to him. There's something missing. And now as he's getting older, I think it's getting worse and worse.
Sound like
yeah, I know.
Back to the Future.
Something. It was a cross between.
What's going on here? Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of how he sounds.
What is that?
Kind of like him after he yells after a game.
Don't feed the animals.
But for Tyronn Lue got the Clippers now to the Western Conference Finals, where Doc could never do that. He couldn't do it. It's just and without Kawhi Leonard, for crying out loud,
and without LeBron.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But yeah, people respond better to a guy like Ty Lue than they do Doc Rivers. It's
not me.
Yeah,
not me. We need Doc Rivers to coach our podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, we'll move up to 5,000. Top 5,000.
We'll lose. We'll get to the second round of the playoffs, and then we'll be done.
The podcasting playoffs.
Yeah. The Kenosha ones.
And then will he have a shot and he will forget what he's doing? We just drop the ball.
Are we even plugged in? Or we just show up here some nights and start bullshitting?
We're up to 9 eyeballs.
Yeah.
Someone's got one, huh?
4 people and a pirate. So anyway, good show, guys. So let's real quick forget out of here. Any closing thoughts, Ed?
I guess today I was driving out to Beloit and
he never has anything prepared ever. Never.
He doesn't know about the snake drive or anybody. He knows what he wants to do.
Like
hey,
that.
maybe when you're crapping, work on the shows.
I know.
What's the snake draft?
New Orleans Saints? I don't know. Archie Manning. What?
Jesus.
Give me one of those red faces from Chris. I think I'm having a heart attack.
We'll share it with you.
Oh, this is the big one. That was the 70s. I forget what I was saying. Something about Beloit.
But what, you were driving
I
to
don't
Beloit?
remember.
Yeah.
And we couldn't even get like radio out there. And also we finally found like a station. It was like 103.5 The Squeal. It's just like farm reports and like sounds of animals and shit. Like, oh man, we better turn around and get closer to town.
And Chris looks over and put your pants on.
Swing.
Is that it?
I think so. I don't know.
Eric,
I'm just ready for the show to be over, Willie. Where am I now?
No.
Take us home.
Take us home. Let's go.
Oh.
Giddy up.
Scott?
Yeah. It's time to get out of here. Time to bring in
That's
the lefty. Is that the lefty you're doing?
Oh, you're the closer.
Yeah, but I'm a righty.
Oh, sorry.
Right? Righty, I'm a righty.
Jesus Christ. He's the Doc Rivers of baseball.
Hey. What does that mean?
What is
What are you trying to do?
Doesn't he coach
No,
baseball?
Here it is. Fine by me.
Okay, anyway, we're here. We are the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Shout out to
Montreal.
Benchwarmers Bar and Grill in Fond du Lac this weekend. People were still there. A few people we met last year. They're still. You know what? I'm happy they're still open.
Nice.
They opened during the pandemic, right at the end of it in June last year. Not the end, but as was kind of trying to do stuff. And they're open. They were busy. Excellent appetizer. Had some fried pickles. Had some different good. Great place. Good old fashions. A nice little bar. If you're ever in Fond du Lac on Scott Street. Ironic.
Wow.
Benchwarmers Bar and Grill. So
And they want us to do a show.
yeah.
There,
Oh, is that what I saw? I saw that on Messenger.
So our plugs on this show have helped them stay afloat. Is that what
I'm
you're
sure,
saying?
sure.
Besides the good food
and
great
after you're there having a few drinks or eat, if you're there for a couple nights, go to Benchwarmers. And night 2, go to 1111 for a burger. They got a nice little bar restaurant now. Both two nice places in Fond du Lac.
Yeah.
I wish we had them in Kenosha. We have some nice places in Kenosha. I'm not knocking Kenosha, but they'd be nice to have here. So
I love it. Let's do the show.
Yeah.
There. Let's take it
Yep.
there.
Thank you to the Benchwarmers Bar and Grill. Also, the Backyard Bar and Grill was nice on the way out. We stopped
Absolutely.
there. Three good places. Great service. Great people in the city of Fond du Lac. A nice town. So thank you very much.
It's nice to see new people like Jess and Chris on
Jess
here.
and Chris. Chris, thank you. Jess, thank you.
Tell your friends.
Chris, thanks.
Also,
hopefully you're okay.
It's nice that Lasco didn't show up tonight and ruin the show like usual.
So we are the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. We'll be back next week. I'm not sure what day yet. We'll keep you guys abreast. I said abreast.
That's what she said.
See, that's right. Anyway, so we are the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Eric, Ed, and Willie, thank you very much. You guys have a great rest of the week and stay classy, Wisconsin.
I hate goodbyes. Sorry, folks. Park's closed.
What happened? I blacked out.
Because we did something today that no one thought we could do, including us. So we're going out, we're celebrating, and we're going to rub it in this city's face.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, but that was awesome. Bye, Felicia.
Kids, there's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
Let's give them more buys and highs.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Feels